sounds great.
Snarl's now indentured to.
This one time we were playing D&D, and I decided to take a dab.
And I don't know what will come of this. I am fearful.
Magical
Kallow
fairy.
had-
I mean, you did lie your way into the situation.
Kallow can booty call the fairy queen.
What? Excuse me, what?
It's just, we're just friends. It's not like that.
I'll say.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'll say to me. What are these?
Just important clarification.
What is
Biscotti.
this one, Jossie?
Kallow
It's like
is
caramel.
horny
Well, I kind of got that from that.
No.
Yeah.
He's a horny boy.
1, 2, 3, 4,
He just,
5.
Yeah, level
he just
3
wants to
spells?
cuddle.
Yes.
He's level 5 now. He leveled up.
I know he's level 5, but I didn't know they got level 3 spells at that point.
He's a
Well, I have
sorcerer.
level 2.
Wow.
Because you're not me.
Oh, you also have enlarge and reduce. Dude, double enlarge.
I also have length and spell, so it can be double and large for twice the time.
Mhm.
Ooh.
What is
You
suggestion?
stack the effects.
Suggestion is great, and I have 6+6 to deception, so everyone will be doing what I
Like, can
want.
Jeff make Amar's 14 feet tall, and then I make him
Is
28?
suggestion kind of
Yes.
like a more powerful?
Yeah.
This is really good. I don't know what this is.
Hold on. So suggestion like a more powerful version of command, basically.
Well, I have a card right over here. If you please turn
They were
your
really
eyes
good. The
to,
truffles were, yeah, they were divine.
Where is it?
Yes,
Right
yes,
here.
yes.
Suggest a course of activity limited to a sentence or two.
I gotta get this. Hold on.
You can see with range.
Can't be.
I understand you.
I know I have one of
42
those, but I don't have one around.
Oh, what's interesting is this requires
Where
charm.
will I put it?
Yeah, the person has to be charmed, right?
No,
Or
it's not
charm.
that they have to be charmed. It says that if they're immune to charm, they're not affected.
Yeah.
It is a charm effect.
So basically,
Don't
it
do
wouldn't
anything
work
weird.
against blue because elves can't be charmed.
Too bad. I'm
Mm,
gonna
I think
charm the shit
charm.
out.
I think one of the spell stuff I get as Paladin is called command. I don't think it references charmed at all.
Yeah, command is go do my laundry. Suggestion is would you please do my
Command has to be one word.
laundry?
Oh yeah,
Game
the other
running.
thing is
So chunky.
You
yeah,
can make a
command has
suggestion.
nothing about charmed. So
What's chunky?
Just everyone's ping is
Putting away.
crazy.
Oh, okay. I'm
I-
putting away
yeah, there's pink spice going on.
this.
What should I suggest? And why is the bot so? I suggest the bot become quieter.
Okay, then do that.
That's what I'm gonna do.
I really can't believe
You
I
could
only have
suggest to
3
Amar
spell
that He
slots.
stops what he's doing and then eats some dirt.
I could, and with my plus like a 1 trillion to deception, I
That's,
could
like,
deceive
so
you first
bad.
And then
You couldn't,
suggest
you
it to
should.
it. I'm gonna do that to
What am I, level
everyone, and I
2
have
bard?
fear, and it's great. And I'm
You
gonna.
can't do it to me because I can't charm.
I'm just gonna
Yes,
strike
do
fear
it
in
where-
your very being.
I know, the snow is awesome.
Your
The
bones are
sledding
gonna be
looked like a
filled
lot
with
of fun, Jossie.
Fear, I guess.
Your
I'll
bow.
just
like
command
you
you
already
to.
know.
I'll just
Stop
command.
I have to tape back my mic,
just
so if I
just
ever have to
command on
dab
you,
on
and I'll just
on
say,
stream, this thing doesn't keep
"Not
falling down.
But then I'll suggest why not.
I have to
Yeah,
remove my key
And
rock
then
from my image.
my next cut.
Key rock.
My
Oh
next
yeah,
command
that's right, your key
will
rock.
just be, fuck.
Why is the ping so crazy today?
It's pretty good on my end.
Really? Oh, it's
Seems
just me?
fine for me.
Hmm.
Maybe.
Let's do with them
Anything
all.
running in the background? I
6
wonder.
strength,
Rocking
6
to-
athletics. Resistance
My
to
ping's
cold because of
spiking
your
like
scarf.
nuts.
Oh, I forgot. That's another.
Oh
thing.
wow! Hell yeah! I hope you get it. I hope you get
Yes.
snow.
Fun fact, Biscotti, you might not know this.
Yeah, it looked like you guys had a lot of fun. I heard that
What level? Is that
Grandpa
what you have? Where are you?
put WD-40 on the bottom of your sled, of his sled.
To roll for HP, roll the 2.
Oh, look at you we have here.
So I got 1 HP.
What's up,
Do I
squirrel?
have the most HP out of everyone now?
No.
How you
No,
doing,
you do
man?
not. My
No,
maximum
no,
HP is 63.
Yeah, good.
63.
We're talking about
Yes, that's my
our
maximum HP.
But
comeback
still,
guess?
Now Kallow is a
Strong
little
boy.
bit more healthy than
It's a little
Snarl.
tankier than Snarl.
Am I?
Just by 1.
Yeah,
Hmm.
you have a max of 36.
I've been taking average. Have you been rolling?
I've been taking average.
I rolled the last 2 times.
Mm.
The first time
Maybe I
rolled,
did
got
roll.
higher than average. The second time I got, 1.
Oh, I think
Okay,
I
what
think
if I
I
look
did
just
roll,
a
and I
little
think
bit
I rolled average.
Wait,
Actually.
wait.
And I look at your spells that you own.
Go
I
ahead.
didn't want to flip your sheet if you're doing something with it.
Squirrel.
Look at that misty step.
Oh, something was named
Flacco's
Squirrel in one of our
really
games recently. I can't remember what it was.
Oh, the ones with the tick spot.
Squirrel,
and
we had a
sun
really
spell,
busy night last night at the
they're
restaurant.
prepared.
Wizards
Yeah.
are crackheads, and they can have
And
every
like,
single spell. in the
we
known
did
universe.
like
Yeah.
$800 in sales in like an hour. It was nuts.
I'm fine with the fact that Paladin gets like a dumbed down version of magic because I think my head wouldn't understand it.
If my like small can understand it, say a word and go fire. You can too.
Paladins are. So
It was crazy.
The mechanical term.
Good
for
crazy though.
half
It was good.
Bastard caster. Oopsie, I didn't want to click that.
You
Hope the
guys
snow
can do that
stays.
for punching.
Yeah, I'm right. I hope
So
it
you
does
don't
stick
need
up
as
there.
many spells. That's the logic.
We gotta send Ponty
Don't
good
worry,
wishes,
we're still
guys, because
John
she's
Prawn.
got a bad headache today.
Oh my god, I forgot about John Prawn. Fuck.
Yeah, he's still in the cart.
I know, yeah. And then we got the holiday
That might be
coming
my
up.
First thing, stealing him back and having a nice chat.
Oh, you guys didn't open on Wednesday. I didn't know. I was actually on. I didn't know
Yep,
if you
we
guys
got
did.
Crab leg bundle.
Oh, so he didn't have to
Kallow,
drive
and
home,
John
right?
Prawn
What
in
is
the
this?
cart.
John,
Cards.
Sean.
Oh, and also Kallow's cooking
John.
gear and Crab Chitin.
Where's the cart? Oh, there it is. We got the horses, Sherlock and Neapolitan, a cello John Prawn, and a leg of crabby bundles.
I mean, there's some other stuff on it that isn't.
Oh, is this
On
the
it.
fish village or no? No, this is
No, this
Oh
is,
man, those crab legs
English.
probably stink so bad.
Beaver Man. Who is Beaver Man?
They've been there for like 3 days. Maybe we salted them on the way here. We'll say he took the time.
Also, because the thing is, the chitin is chitin, and I don't think that rots.
Oh shit, is this Kallow's like state of being establishment?
Yeah.
The crab legs might have meat.
That's it.
You could also just say at some point that
Baby.
And this,
Snarl scooped them out, but we'll see what Gale
This
does
is
with it, I
monolith?
guess.
yeah, it's called a
The
giant
giant
toothpick. Yeah.
Oh my god. The dank house. Oh,
Kimberly, you gotta tell us when we're live, brother.
Oh, well, we haven't done anything for
you guys got the crack
No, we didn't
cocaine
get
and
high.
lost your mind?
the what's his name?
Saw nothing.
Yeah, sure. I saw nothing, but I heard.
mean,
I just figured I'd
should be our
bring it in
life
because
right
everyone
now,
was
apparently.
moving around and everyone was showing stuff off, so I figured I'd bring it up.
Okay, fair enough.
Rickety old clock tower. The last time I remember, Amar,
It's fun.
like,
It's
smashed
fun
his head
to
with-
go on memory lane here.
Heck yeah, man. I rang the bell super hard. The old man was very nice.
Very nice.
You made yourself go deaf.
I didn't know.
I remember
Okay,
that.
only.
Yeah. And then everyone
That was,
had
like,
to
the
drive
last time
home
I
in the
watched
chaos.
thing. What is this Gaite? Look at this thing.
That.
I like Gaite.
The Ite?
Oh my Gaite.
Vargspindel.
Oh, where's Vargspindel? I need my friend. There he is.
There
Yeah,
he
I brought
is.
him out of the Geoff box.
Yeah. Oh, Book, I have a question. Does Geoff have a squirrel in his beard? Because I forgot.
He had.
Okay, good. If he had, he still does.
I don't know where he
I
would
just
have
had to
went.
make sure.
Dude, you have so many spells.
Squirrel in his beard.
Well, wasn't the whole thing that it was rumored he has a squirrel in his beard?
Sorcerers,
No, it actually
man.
happened.
Once they start powering up,
Promise,
they
I
got a
put
lot of
peanut butter in
friggin'
my
spells.
beard, and it's there.
Quick, throw a rock. What's up, Bad?
To everybody except for Geoff, it's a rumor that there's a squirrel in his
Yes,
beard.
it is a rumor. Only I know the true answer. That's my discovery for being a hermit. I have a squirrel. I might have a squirrel in my beard. No one
They
knows.
might have a squirrel in
Yeah, like you said, it started
discovery for
snowing at
being a
It's a very
4,
well-behaved
and then they would have had to
Until,
drive
say, you
home
Woke up one day and it's like
in the
there's some
snow
rustling in there,
and the
you
like
can never quite catch
the
it.
crazy
You're pretty
roads.
Sure that's
made sense.
He always
Squirrel in
goes
there.
too deep, man. He like burrows in 5 feet. My
He's a
arms are too
sorcerer.
short.
You
It's like when I
are
put
Beard is
a
important.
wild
Whenever you
mage
put
subclass,
them in
right?
the beard, they disappear.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a
do
wild mage
magic, and
subclass.
I have wild magic erectile dysfunction. I do, because I cast wild magic on cantrips.
Oh, it's amazing.
Also, Jimby,
Yes.
you may wonder why, as a sorcerer, he has more than 3 spells.
I was.
That's what I was wondering.
I was
too.
like, wow, you have a lot of spells as a sorcerer.
Sorcerers can have subclass spells. That is my verdict.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm so excited to use Chaos Orb or Bolt.
Well, it's good
Chaos
because
or Bolt.
it makes sorcerer actually fun. You actually have spells to cast.
Wait, for demote, for demote. Wait, no. Okay, that doesn't make sense.
Chaos Bolt's a cool spell for a while, mate. That's for damn sure.
It's really freaking neat. That's like, I'm excited for that just because of the random like possibility.
I like that you have a lot of transmutation. Transmutation's like my favorite school.
Enlarge, freaking reduce, prestidigitation.
Actually, they're all my favorite.
Alter self, fly.
Yeah, transmutation's pretty rad.
Mending's cool.
Willie, what's up, buddy?
I'm excited. Suggestion.
Yeah, I also hope she gets she gets better.
Falcon gave me this epic.
Ponty, I hate the friggin' headaches.
On my spell sheet all day.
You will get better. I'll force to fight you. Just punch her in the noggin.
Probably they're semi.
Oh, look at that.
Acid splash, interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Acid splash
that's
was like
cool.
cantrips from 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, you can change the state. Open, semi, and locked.
What does fear do?
Fear makes you scared. It puts fear in your bones. Like everyone's.
Dash action or move away from you. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's cool. They have to run away. They don't have a choice.
What meta magic did you take? Extended spell, distant spell.
Extended spell and distant spell. Because I was joking about getting Dimension Door and having like fucking a 1,500-foot Dimension Door reach. It's like suggesting a citizen, hey, come with me. Okay, grabbing them by the arms and teleporting like to the middle of Kansas with them and leaving them there.
An extended spell increases duration, right?
Oh no, distant spell. I didn't mean extended spell.
No. But
something
what
like
extended spell? What does extended spell do? It increases the duration of the.
Extended spell's duration, distant spell is length with physical world.
See, that's good. So your mage armor can last literally an entire day, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I like that for mage armor. Disguise self and all transmutation is going to be
That's
cool.
gonna be fun.
Fly.
Enlarge, lasting 2 minutes.
Like
Concentration,
minutes,
20
and if blue
minutes.
helps me along. Wait, no, it doesn't have meta magic. I'm not.
Oh, fly!
Oh,
You could fly for 20 minutes, dude. You could fly from town
That's
to town. That's
crazy.
great.
Yeah.
Flying 20 minutes is crazy. Up to
What are these
2
vents
hours
and
alter
what-
self. Wow. This is gonna be this. Yeah, it's a cool setup you got there. I like these songs.
They're nice.
Thank you.
What is what thing?
It says bets, Snarl, Blue, Kallow, winning. Is this for the wrestling?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. We bet.
Good. Oh, I need to actually do a thing.
Oh yeah, we won. We won some money.
I heard.
Nice. Your internet's been pooped for a couple of days now. All on top of all that.
Oh yeah, the beavers.
I've been loving your streams,
I was
Ponty.
wondering about the beaver.
Yeah.
Well, we just
We haven't.
The beavers are actually.
We haven't even started
They're
playing
very
yet, Willie. Be
constructive.
honest with you. We've just been
What?
admiring
That's amazing.
Jeff's levels
Yep.
and the
Yeah,
fact
yeah,
that Biscotti's back for today.
Fairy construction workers.
Yep.
Basically, because Snarl told the fairy
Where are they?
Duchess
Oh, there
a
they are.
story, she decided to allow the village to build in the forest.
But they have to
That's
follow fairy construction guidelines, and so
It's
she
like a
said
long-winded
the beavers
recap.
So to help them.
Who's blue?
Blue.
And I don't understand. Like,
Blue.
I still don't understand why a story was enough to convince her, but sure.
Hey, people like stories.
Yeah.
Thank you, boy. Thank
Maybe
you.
you don't
Well,
know
I
though.
really-
Like maybe that'll get. I don't know. That could flesh itself out over time.
Yeah.
Who's muffins? I like
I
muffins.
mean, tell stories once a month. Who knows when that's gonna first come into play?
Yeah.
Yes. Kitty.
Oh, we found him in the mansion.
Oh yeah.
Muffins.
Good cat.
He was a good cat.
Is that the
They,
thing? Okay,
no
that
one will
makes
let me
Yeah,
keep him.
You know, you can't
Don't
steal
worry.
someone's cat, Jimmy.
Don't worry, Kallow. We can work something out.
But I'm a thief.
No, you're not.
Kallow might not be a thief.
Yeah, it's true.
Motion to start.
Yeah.
Is it the courtroom?
Wait, what'd you say?
Go get
My
some.
coffee is done, so
Go change.
we have music.
We have
We
music.
might
Have
some
players.
people come over.
Is it time for a recap?
1 sec.
Nope.
Recap
Not
would
it.
be nice,
Nope,
because I
looks
don't know
fine.
what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, okay, Geoff, go ahead and do the recap. I'm sure you know.
There were 5 adventurers that walked through the woods
Ooh.
and they had sex with the fairy queen and they made the bunny. The end.
That's exactly
Alright.
what happened. It's canon.
Yeah, exactly correct.
Exactly correct. The real question is, who is the father of the bunny?
Everyone.
Because Neve is the bunny.
All of you.
I'm the
It's a
father.
surrogate child.
No.
He's the father of the bunny.
One has my
Surrogate
name.
child. Everyone's child.
Willie, what are you up to today, man?
I don't think Amar should be held responsible for a child. He'd probably cry.
Amar, you're the father. You had the sex.
Oh no!
Amar, you are not the father.
Neve's.
Snarl doesn't know how to take care of a family. He doesn't have one.
Oh,
Oh, that's sad.
okay.
So it can't be him.
So,
Oh.
For positioning's sake, we'll get to the recap. But Snarl and Kallow are
Mhm.
outside the boss's house.
We just finished talking.
Uh-huh.
Blue and Amar have just gotten back to town, and we'll say Geoff, with his trusty traveling companion, are like just over here,
Right outside
having
the
a little
board.
spy.
Just having a look. Just having a look.
You can see Geoff never met Blue, did he?
Just wait.
No,
He said Geoff has no idea who Blue is. Also, this is Wriggle, by the way, Jimmy.
Wriggle.
This is the song I was talking about.
Oh, I was like looking for it on the board. I was like, where is there a character named Wriggle? I do not see the Wriggle.
You don't see Wriggle? Everyone sees Wriggle.
This is definitely a good name for the song.
Anywho.
Okay. So someone is going to nominate themselves to do the recap, or I am going to nominate them.
I can't do this.
Not it.
Nose goes.
That doesn't work.
You have to say no's out loud then.
I don't know. My fingers are crossed. That means I don't get the cheese touch.
That's not how that works.
Of course it is.
There is no cheese.
You have to flip a coin 27 times. Cheese comes out of your nose, so it's reasonable.
So this is Jeff's miniature, by the way.
I've heard a Jimbo recap for a while.
What?
I don't think we have.
You've been nominated.
That's not
I've
true.
never heard a Jimbo recap. in
It
my
happened
entire
really
life.
When was the
recently.
last time you recapped?
Nominated,
Last session.
Nominated.
I would like to use my vote on Jimmy.
I also would like to use my vote on Jimmy.
Well, we need
I
the
have no
forest.
I'm gonna do a joke vote for Biscotti.
Mm.
Ah,
Ugh.
not a good
Scotty-
tiebreaker.
The vote is inconsequential.
It's gonna be the worst fucking recap of the year.
Yeah, I think that you should.
Me?
Yeah, so last time on D&D, our adventurers finally had their way making ourselves into the forest to find the sweet, sweet Queen Valencia. After being tasked from Torin to go in there, and after the session after Amar beat the piss out of Vigor in the fight ring, we made our excursion into the forest, where we had a special meeting point that was unlike our usual area. And at the court, we finally got our answers on what the fairies would like the Blue Larch to do in order for Blue Larch, the town that we're helping, to expand into their domain. The fairy queen made basically a pact with Snarl, our resident half-orc paladin, to have him commune with them, with her once a month and tell her stories, and also gave him a list of requirements that Blue Larch must meet in order for them to expand into the forest. Then we were tasked with delivering that message back to Torin, which is basically the guy who's running the city via his criminal underground. And on our way back, Amar decided to pull Vigor the tiefling off to the side and have a private conversation with her, which was what we all thought supposed to be a hit job and assassinate Vigor, but she pulled a fast one on the entire party and decided to just have a basic conversation, find out more about Vigor, let her know everything that was going on, and give Vigor the opportunity to flee instead of die. And she also found out that Vigor had a lost family and that she wasn't even born a tiefling in the first place and was converted from elf to tiefling at some point in her life. And
don't forget, Blue is spying on the whole thing.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
So after that conversation, they made amends. As far as we know, Vigor left for good and is making her way to Amar's homeland, and Amar actually took the time to write a letter that granted tiefling pardon and also entry into her town, so she'll have somewhere to live. So big brain on Amar. And that while they were having the conversation, Blue, untrusting of what was happening, sent Neve, his spy, in to sneak in and check up on what conversation was. From what we know now, Blue is the only one who knows the inside information aside what Amar knows. But Blue, however, never knew that Amar was supposed to do that in the first place. So I'm excited to see how that plays out, because Blue is probably like, WTF, why didn't anyone tell me? And then on their way back, Kallow did his master plan to specifically just distract Snarl, which was completely unnecessary because Kallow didn't know Amar had a plan the whole time to pull Vigor away, and then got his Blue Jay to the rickety old clock tower to actually sound the 3-chime alarm, which alerted us to run back to town. And then Kallow had to play off the entire time that there was nothing suspicious, and he didn't have any reason, rhyme, or method, or whatever for the reason why that happened. So we delivered the information to Tauren and also gave him his beaver workers to help him work on the new expansion, and the beavers were given to us to give to Tauren from the Fairy Queen. And I think that's pretty much where we are now.
Very convoluted.
That was good.
Welcome to D&D plots.
Yeah.
We've reached that point.
There was a lot, when you say it, when you recap it all, like there's a lot that happened.
Yep.
Yeah.
They
Doesn't feel
also
like it.
Snarl delivered the beavers to the mob boss.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The fairy construction beavers to the mob boss. Look at
The
them,
fairy
beavers
construction
with
beavers, yeah.
construction hats.
They are really cute.
They only speak Sylvan.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Thankfully, Blue knows.
Yeah, his
Sylvan.
Tauren's right-hand man.
And also,
Yeah. So that is D&D recap.
yeah,
D&D recap
Art-
is...
I think it's probably fair to start with Blue and Amar, because
Or Geoff!
That's where you guys left.
it's finished.
Oh,
You know what? Roll for initiative.
what are the dice that I own?
Let me know if the music is too
Okay,
loud,
if
because
you
it's kind of
like,
loud
dice
on my
doesn't
end,
like
but
me
it
this
seems
time.
like it's balanced
Woo!
in the
16 from D20.
in OBS.
You know, that's what you want.
6.
Well, I guess we're writing initiative on the board.
Yep.
Am I adding my dexterity mod or just rolling?
Yes. You always add dexterity.
Well, I didn't know if it was real. Oh boy.
16
It is real. He
Wait,
said
so that-
initiative.
19,
You have a +4 to
23.
23. Holy.
Oh.
Oh my god. Hello, you're a master.
All right.
It's now
Go to-
not the roll I wanted to use a 19 for, but we'll take it.
I used lucky.
I know.
Bro, 42 out of 42, you're more strong than Snarl.
Oh yeah, Geoff, you got a lot of hit points.
We need to get Geoff an actual counter. Look.
Mm-mm. Pen and pad for me, thank you.
Alright then.
What's this puppy in a book?
Are you excited about Sephiroth?
I like your
Will
dog.
Tafty?
Cute.
don't remember how that came about. You know?
That's cute, nonetheless.
Oh, no, I remember. I spawned in the boat and then spawned in the dog and then we had to reload them out.
Wow.
I actually posted that music video in the voice text chat the other day, Jossie.
Everyone made a boat and a dog.
You had a boat and
And then
dog
it's like a cat.
contest, I see.
I don't remember what else.
Alright, I think I drew the dog.
Doggy's good.
Where's Doggy?
I gave
Doggy's in
you
the
the
boat.
dog. In the boat.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's boat dog.
Boat
Boat
dog.
dog. Boat dog. Boat
It is.
dog.
It is a good doggo.
Boat dog.
All right, so looks like
Hello,
we return to Kallow and Snarl.
Okay.
We're just doing it together then.
Well, I mean, Kallow can't really keep. Yes, you are together. for
Kallow runs away. Ah! I want to act independently. What time? It's really early, like early in the morning, right?
4:30 in the morning, brother.
Okay. So at this point, now that we've had our conversation and we've done everything we were supposed to do here, perhaps it's a good idea to just retire for the evening?
Evening?
Morning?
It's morning!
What? So are you suggesting that we start our day?
No, I'm also tired.
Oh, good.
I'm just saying that you've got your times wrong.
Well, I'm more hungry than tired, if I'm being honest.
Oh, it's still a 90.
Perhaps
Well,
we can meet back at the inn. Ow, why can my miniature not go on the floor?
I don't know where the others are. I'll just retire to my bed.
Is it locked?
bedtime.
Sleeping time.
Okay, yeah, I am definitely down for that. Like, I would rather head back.
I was just gonna get in bed. Screw eating, just bed.
No, Kallow's going to order a late night snack.
One entire pie, please.
Yeah,
Well,
if there are pies, that's what he wants.
Amar doesn't need a snack. He's got artisanal jerky to enjoy. He's got like a whole pound
Oh my god.
of artisanal jerky.
They'll put it on your tab.
Nice.
Wait, a tab at his own restaurant? That's nice.
Can I bring it back to my room?
Sure.
Cool. All right, so I'm gonna go back to the room and I'm going to open up. Oh, actually, I'll tell the person. Is there anyone at the front door at this point? I'm sure there's no one at the, like, letting people in. Is there even a tender? Is it completely closed? Like, what's going on in that area?
It's the inside. So basically, as you go back to it, and the restaurant area is mostly closed, but the bar is still open.
Okay.
So you can get a little bit of.
It's a 24-hour bar?
Yeah, I mean it's a 24-hour inn.
Oh, man, I guess so.
So it'll be a 24-hour bar too.
Nice. Okay, then I'll get a drink too. I want some spirits.
Spirit?
All right, so I'm gonna order myself a White Russian for a nightcap, and I'll get a pie and I'll take it to my room. But I'm also gonna tell them at the front. I say, "Hey, if this like really burly, you know him, you probably know him by now. If the really burly if the really burly Dragonborn walks in, and there's this like elf fellow. He's handsome. But anyway, if they come in, just let them know that I was here, and that the Half-Orc was here, and that we're safe. Can you tell them that message? And that we retired?
The barkeep looks up from doing barkeep things and he's like,
You mean Amar blue?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, and then he'll thank him and then go to his room, and then he's gonna crack open that book again. He's gonna study a little bit more about the astral plane and see what.
Oh wait, I have that book again. I think you have to get it for me again.
Oh, well then yes. Can I pick through his stuff?
You're not even gonna just wake me up to kindly ask?
Nah, you're sleeping.
You're just gonna pickpocket me?
Uh-huh.
Roll a sleight of hand versus Snarl's passive perception.
I don't want to wake you up.
I mean, you'll probably win. My passive perception is 9.
Natural 1.
Oh my god!
Wow.
I called that.
Oh, what?
Oh, yes.
How even?
I don't know.
So, like,
Life.
Snarl has, like, a bunch of tins of armor polish or something in his bag. And the moment you open the bag, it just, like, clanks and clambers.
Oh, God.
I'm just gonna like stop completely, like I'm playing red light, green light, and just stare at him, like smiling with my hand still in the bag.
Hello, what do you
Sorry.
need for my bag?
I was just looking for some light reading material. I'm sorry. I didn't want to wake you up, and then here I am making it worse.
Just here's the book. I give the book to you. I'm just like, read up and don't make any more noise, okay? I'm trying to get some beauty rest.
I'm sorry. He will stomp over to the desk and sit down. Oh, would you like a piece of pie?
No, I'm good.
Sorry. All right, so he's gonna light a candle
Conk right out.
with precipitation, maybe. And
Light candles?
I think I
You
have.
can instantaneous light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire. You're good.
Yep, you could do that.
Cool.
Mhm.
And then I will commence my studies. Just have a quick peek. I'm gonna see if I can. Ooh. Yeah, no, I'm gonna commence my studies because he's sleeping. I can't write a song about it.
You could write a song, it just wouldn't be appreciated.
Yeah, I'll do it in my mind.
Alright.
I'm gonna concentrate on Snarl to see if I can.
Not another midnight lullaby.
Yep, that's all. He's gonna try.
God dang it, stop trying. Not again.
All right, that's all for him.
That's all. Alright, so you settle down to do some light reading.
You are part of us.
Next in the order is Geoff. What's Geoff
Oh
doing?
boy.
You see Amar wearing clothes. That's the blue.
I'm so happy Jeff's back.
Amar, he's dragging his feet a little bit because he is beat up as fuck.
Oh,
Oh,
not again. Whatever.
Oh god.
You're not
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
he's a spider. He's alright. He's
Fine.
fine.
He's just hanging out.
It's a cartwheel.
He's trying.
No. It's a cartwheel. Geoff peeks his head around the corner of the building which he's hiding behind. Get out of here, buddy. And he sees this figure that looks oddly familiar to Amar, and this odd elf with a bunny on its head. And he thinks, I like how that elf looks. So he decides he wants to cast Alter Self on himself to look like blue.
He cast other stuff to look like blue.
He just likes how blue looks.
Oh, funny. He is a handsome man.
Oh boy.
It's gonna end so badly.
Where's Alter Self? I need to read this shiz. Okay, here it is. I want to change appearance to look like blue, and I want to use. Wait, can I pop out of Alter Self at any time, or does it have to go all the way through?
You can. I don't actually. I don't know if you can end it as an action.
At any time or duration of the spell, you can use your action to change your appearance in this way again. Okay.
That makes sense.
Okay, so you can go back.
Okay. And I would like to. Okay. I'm gonna cast Alter Self. And use 2 sorcery points to extend it by 2 times.
Alrighty. So you get a good look at this elven stranger.
I only get the backside though, not much of the face.
You probably saw him approaching.
He looks very grumpy.
Oh, that's perfect. That's my resting face.
Alright. Rub your hands together. Time to work some magic.
You gotta roll for wild magic as well.
Oh,
And
It's just wild. Is he about to turn into a late again?
you so roll a D100 firstly.
Yes. Okay. Can I borrow your D100, Importer?
Could you imagine Jeff's first spell
sure,
back and
yes.
it goes wild? That'd be so in character.
30
And you have to roll D10 as well.
30. Alright.
plus 1.
31.
Thank you, Importer. I'm gonna take
Alright. And now roll a D. Roll the D20 as well.
it. 9.
I forgot.
I think
What
wild
is he
magic was 1.
1? Okay. 1.
I thought wild magic was a percentile.
So, like, whether you trigger a wild magic, it is a D20. And then what wild magic effect you get is 100.
Yeah. If you roll a 1 on wild magic surge, it happens. Okay.
Alright.
So it's a good thing Amar isn't a wild magic mage then, because we'd be having wild magic all the time.
Good.
Weird.
Hey, Amar, can I interest you in sorcery?
You
Alright,
can
so
try.
Hey, Mark, could I borrow some of your bad luck dice?
Just go wild magic barbarian.
that's actually an option.
That's actually a thing.
Wild Soul Barbarian.
Let me just multi-class on my next level.
Easy.
Alright, so, Geoff, you, as the magic sort of comes out and it does the thing, I don't know.
Does it
Still
matter?
early, we'll get the hang of it.
Yeah.
Your shape changes. You become tall and gangly with spindly legs.
Ooh, yes, more of this brownie thing.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Ooh.
Your face changes in hue.
Ooh.
That's Blue the elf.
Thank you, Wart.
Does he inherit Blue's colorblindness?
Oh!
No,
I mean, that wouldn't be a visual appearance.
It's a
Technically
mental.
You don't visually look colorblind.
Yeah.
so your stats don't change, and that includes your vision capabilities. So,
Roll for vision capability.
no, you're blue without the color blindness.
I'm
You're
the perfect being now.
No.
Yeah, that's.
So
the
they're
thing,
like
Blue
sugar
cannot
cookies.
see the color blue.
Oh, that's great. You just paint yourself blue and you're invisible.
That's not how that works.
Yeah, I think of that.
All right, so you are now
Blue.
You are now blue. What would you like to do?
I think. I think I'm just gonna kind of walk into the street. Okay, I'm gonna start my journey into the city. I'm new here.
Can we have a recap of what Geoff has been doing this whole time?
Well, that's I was gonna like have a nice tirade when I met everyone.
Got it, okay.
I like it's just Geoff, and he's being followed by a giant spider.
Yeah, just blue in the spider. I haven't told Varkspindle to stay, so you're technically right.
Why is he on his side? What happened? To
I don't
Varkspindle?
know. There we go. And I pick him up and he goes zoop on his side.
Alright, that's good.
And that's the end of my turn.
Alrighty then. What What are Blue and Amar doing? The Blue who is not secretly Geoff.
Blue who?
I mean,
He
Amar
looks
was just
like a salty
catching.
bitch right now.
What?
He just looks like a salty bitch.
He's
He's not
salty?
happy.
Why is he so? Amar's just catching up to Blue. He's like, Blue, wait up!
No,
Why not?
I don't want to.
That's
Keep
me.
walking at the pace that I'm currently passing ground at.
Well, luckily
Don't
Amar
stop
can
me.
easily catch up with you because he's faster than you. Amar's just power walking and keeping up.
Blue's just
like-
like full on sprint like never catch me.
Bot's
Is
gone.
that really all the songs? Huh.
Yeah, sorry. That's it. Anywho. Blue, are you alright?
What?
Blue, did you
I'm
stub
fine.
your toe?
Yes, I stubbed my toe.
Oh my
There's
god.
this
are
weird
you-
there's this weird hill back there, like just a slight lip, and it's the weirdest thing, and I stubbed my toe and it's crazy.
Do you want me to carry you to safety?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure the last 2 times you carried me, you've thrown me on the ground somehow.
Touche. You want some jerky?
No.
It's artisanal. He's like holding a piece of jerky out to Blue, like,
Just like bats it away like a cat. Like, no, I don't want it.
come on. Can I persuade Blue to take the jerky?
No.
Can I persuade Blue to try the jerky? Mm-hmm.
Can Amar do?
He's just gonna like wave it enticing.
So
Jerky.
try, and then Blue will adjudicate the result.
Alright, I will attempt to persuade Blue. What's my persuasion? Okay. 8 plus 4 is 12.
Oh, thank you.
You, so Blue takes it, then he turns. He drops it into the wheelbarrow of manure.
Oh.
It's not. Is it a full manure?
What's up,
I thought it was
Ramino?
just a
How are you,
wheelbarrow
man?
full of cabbages. This is a cabbage field.
I don't know. He just drops it in the wheelbarrow.
Amar's like, hey! He grabs it. As long as it's not covered in manure, he grabs it back. Rude.
There's a little bit of dirt in the wheelbarrow, but it doesn't appear to be manure.
No, that's fine. He just kind of shakes it and brushes it off. It's just jerky, so it's dry. He's like, rude.
I'm busy. You need to leave me alone.
But we're going to the same place.
Not right now, we're not. I'm going to do other things.
What are you doing?
Other things.
I mean, okay, I'll see you back at the room then. You know, because we're roommates.
Yeah, and you'll be asleep. You won't even know
Okay.
that I've come in because I'm so sneaky.
What makes you think I'm going to sleep right away?
Okay, bye.
Action dash.
He sprints off in the direction of the pond.
And I was like, huh. Okay. Bye.
Blue's going to attempt to catch some frogs from the pond, if there are any.
And I guess Amar's just gonna be like, Then he's gonna walk a leisurely pace. I think he's also gonna attempt to whistle, but he can't really whistle. He has lips. They're just
Dragon
they're not made
lips.
for-
Dragon
yeah,
lips,
they're dragon lips. They're not great for whistling. But you know what? He saw Kallow doing it, and he wants to try. And he's like, he's finally by himself, so he's gonna try and practice whistling. He's just gonna walk casually.
All right.
By trying to
So,
whistle.
some rolls. Roll performance for Amar. He tries to get the hang of it.
Gonna be the first Dragonborn ever to whistle.
This is groundbreaking. You're a new species. The whistling dragon.
8.
8.
This is the third 8 I've rolled.
It's a start.
Wait, what's my? Do I have pluses for performance? I have a +1.
Aha!
Nine.
Oh.
That'll teach him.
Uh-huh.
You show
that.
him.
Whistling.
It's a start.
It's just a lot of. He doesn't know how to whistle. He doesn't understand any element of it. Besides, you'd make your lips go. He doesn't know anything else. So he's just kind of going.
Through the streets on his merry way.
I don't know what other songs to queue up.
Oh, so I'm banishing these dice because they keep rolling 8s.
No, give them to me. I want the 1 die. Give me the die that rolls 1s.
I mean, they are both just clones of each other because I need to do advantage.
I don't
So
think
they-
She's too dangerous to be kept alive.
Give me that thing. I will keep the insane person for my magical needs.
All right. While Blue is trying to fish up some frogs, roll survival or animal handling.
Here, Froggy,
Plus
Froggy.
3.
I'll do that for her.
Shoot.
6 or 9.
Thank you.
You go fishing for frogs, but well, they're not. They don't seem to be biting. You could be here a while.
Here, Froggy, Froggy, Froggy. Here, Froggy. Blue just now has his head in the pond, just looking around for frogs.
Underwater.
Is this what Blue does to relieve stress?
No, Blue just wants a frog.
Hey man, the water's blue. It's
Confused.
invisible. You can see all the
Okay.
frogs.
Exactly.
What a genius.
Wow.
Water doesn't exist to him.
He just drinks air that tastes different.
At
Roll
what point are Geoff and Amar going to interact?
Well, we gotta wait for the turns to come up.
Very well.
a perception check for Blue with his head in the water.
15 plus 6, 21.
Wow,
Nice.
There's a
Beautiful.
giant frog at the bottom of the town.
it is indeed
The giant enemy frog.
frog at the bottom. You can see it. He's close enough to reach for.
Is he a unit?
Is he? Well, he's
He's
not.
gonna make a very
Yeah,
sketchy
it is in fact 1 unit of frog.
Is it an African bullfrog? The biggest frog species on the planet?
The biggest? No.
Oh.
It's
Bit
the
of a
Song
chonker, though.
Saharan African bullfrog.
Bit of a chonker.
boy.
Bit of a chonker. You say you're gonna try to pick him up very stealthily?
Yeah. With, like a little
Roll
crane
sleight of
like
hand for
grab.
frog stealing.
What is
It's not stealing, it's adopting. They just don't know what's happening.
what is the guy on the dock thinking right now? This
18 plus 3.
oh
This
my
guy, the
God.
guys on the dock is just like, God
This is
dang,
my
I'm trying to
job.
go fishing.
You know what? I just realized what Falcon needs.
This isn't even the
Sharing
first
tabletoppers.
time that this man's fishing.
He needs Flemish giant rabbits.
This
Those are actual rabbits. They're just really big.
They're beautiful.
I like the baby in this picture. He's like,
Yeah,
oh,
it looks
Jesus Christ.
He is, to be fair.
Here's
at
like
that.
another like size comparison of how big they can get.
That's a weird baby, man.
So uncomfortable. Oh,
That's
so mean.
It's okay.
That's-
You Blue wouldn't hold the rabbit like that.
Alright, is Blue successful in capturing the frog?
you are
21.
successful.
Yes.
You
Well
slip
done.
your little hands, slip your hands around
I have
the
him.
frog.
He's mine.
This is mine.
He is. Yep. He's a little bit slow on the uptake, but you sort of just like pull him up from the mud.
He doesn't even realize I've grabbed him. He's like blinking like one eye after the other. He has no clue what's going on.
I think he should try to intimidate you.
Oh, no.
roll intimidation for the frog. I demand it.
The frog is going to look you dead in the eye.
Steel cold eyes burn through your very soul.
He rolls a 4 for intimidation. You feel slightly uncomfortable.
Yeah, this is Krukar, right?
Origin story for him. Oh my
The
god.
multiverse begins.
Is Snarl gonna be the paladin that he trained under? Oh!
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Origin story confirmed.
Blue inspects the frog. He goes, this will do. This will suffice, you little chunky boy, you. And then he Starts carrying it back to the tipping over
Why
the
does
frog.
Blue need a
Same time.
frog?
Wouldn't you like to know, Dragon Boy?
Wait,
Who's just gonna chill?
He's
would Blue walk this way
he just
or
puts a
this
hammock.
way? Because does Blue want to avoid Amar or not?
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh, that's a good point.
Who knows where Amar is at this point though, because you've been casually walking. So where
He's casually walking for quite some
I have a
time.
new familiar now.
he'll never know where he can go to
Neve
avoid
is
you.
Jealous immediately.
I've set the
fact-
frog on top of Neve, and it has no idea what's going on.
Pile of animals. Hats.
Amar trips as well, so he fell over a while ago.
Wow.
Instead, might just be like, oof.
All right. So Mars power walking. Are they intersect or not?
Kind of looks like it.
This is where he tripped, so he fell over here.
All this.
Jeff is actually.
What is
So what Jeff's been doing, he's been for the past 5 or 10 minutes. He's been sitting in the streets inspecting his new form because he's never been this tall. He wonders what these long, lanky things on his hands are. He's used to little stubby sausage fingers, and he wonders why his legs are like the size of his torso when they were the size of his like arm. He's
also
confused.
your dwarf clothes? They look like booty shorts now.
Oh wait, I forgot. I need to cast Disguise Self too. That's great though. I like the booty
You
shorts.
have a. You're wearing a wizard robe, right?
Yeah, I'm wearing my nice wizard robe that's just long enough for Jeff, but not for Blue.
You're now literally twice as tall. So
it's a nice little it's a nice like it's just a nice sweater
It's a
vest.
booty. It's
It's a nice sweater vest. He's still got pants on. He's not
It's
that
like a
much of
short
big guy.
dress.
Oh, he's got khakis and a nice sweater vest on now. He's formal. That's what Jeff's been doing. He's been wondering what in the hell just happened.
Just
Man,
walk
I'm
Went
forward.
ahead and caught a frog. What the hell?
He was very proud of himself for that.
Mhm.
He just found a very dim-witted frog. I lucked out on this one, Neve. This one's an idiot. Don't tell him I said that.
What? What? Blue, is this not the first time Blue has just grabbed a frog? What is he
It is.
doing?
You like to know.
Ah!
I feel like the frog is just. If you say like when you say he's an idiot, he just kind of goes like.
Retort.
Like a fly goes past and it tries to like zip its tongue out to hit it, but it misses, and then its tongue just lands on one of its eyes. It just sort of stares there for a second. It's not a very smart frog. He is my frog.
This
This is
frog
my-
has 1/4 of an intelligence.
Oh my god. It's a smart
Science
frog.
has finally found
To this
a
thing,
creature
Neve's
with-
two intelligence makes her look like fucking Albert Einstein. He's just gonna continue back to the inn with his new froggy companion.
Well done.
He may or
Jeff,
may not-
move.
Move?
Yeah, stop looking at yourself, dude.
Well, I'm waiting for my turn to move.
It is your turn. We're not doing
think
turns
we're-
anymore. Just go.
Oh.
Turn, look. Doing turns in
Let's see.
really free form.
Okay,
roleplay
well,
is-
I just didn't know if like Snarl wanted to have like massive dreams or what Kallow wanted to like. I've done it. I've found the word I've been looking for. The.
I don't know about dreams. The thing is, I don't know whose like role would be to actually create them. If that's the DM or if a player could just say they dreamed something.
I just didn't know if you guys wanted to do anything, so that's why I've been waiting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good.
I mean, I'm sleeping.
I'm trying to get my
So-
psychic
so I don't
whispers
think
to
we're doing
work, so eventually maybe they'll work.
Mhm.
Book, you like the name that I gave
The frog?
this?
Oh, jerky wagon. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Well, with Jeff's newfound long leg prowess, he stands up, dusts himself off, and just runs. He's running down like the alleyways, screaming like a madman. Yee-yahoo! Never
Amar's
felt this
just
much
picking himself
liberation.
up after falling.
As Amar picks himself up, you see this half-dressed elf that looks like a friend you know go yahoo down the lane.
What the? Whoa!
So I rolled like a quick perception check to see if Blue would hear the screaming, and he rolled a 20.
Oh
I
my
mean,
god.
he
He's
is
like, why am I screaming?
Yeah! Are we gonna collide? Do we have to do like a fucking dexterity roll? Because I'm barreling towards you at the speed of light. I forgot Barkspinel's trailing far behind. He's
Yeah,
got
both of
a
you roll a dex save.
Amar
God
looks
damn
at,
it.
turns the corner and just sees two different blues, and he's like, "Wait, what?
He probably thinks he's from the
I'm gonna roll
cathedral.
Blue never went to the cathedral."
That's
He's-
17 plus 3.
He
I rolled
likes
14 plus 0.
potato
I don't
dice.
like rolling good today. This never happens.
You don't explode into a pile of limbs.
Oh,
Instead, Geoff just sort of like whoosh.
boy!
Blue just like sidesteps slightly, and he just flies past. That's me.
The mad raving man runs down the
That
street.
was me.
Are you
Not see that?
responsible for? Are you responsible for this? You?
No, not this
Oh.
time.
You better freaking catch him.
Come back, me. I have a frog to pick with you. No, wait, fuck.
Okay, so I'm still like dazed by my new form. So do I see them? Should I roll a perception check to see if I see them running at me?
If you are paying attention to your surroundings, you'd notice them coming.
You can't outrun Amar. He has a 40-foot movement speed.
And,
Oh my
unless you
God,
trip
that's
again.
one- Wait, will I inherit Blue's move speed or my move speed?
What was the question?
Would I inherit Blue's move speed of probably the same as
No.
me?
You
30.
keep your movement speed.
25. Okay, so
I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you.
I'm just gonna roll perception for fun because I'm just running. Rolled a 13 plus. I don't freaking know. It's called 13. What does the DM say?
13. I mean, they're not making a secret of chasing after you. You probably hear them coming.
You just hear Blue yelling, "Stop that handsome bastard!"
Amar's
I
gonna
would-
tackle him.
Oh god, I'm like staring at this bar like, wow, that was fun, and this massive train is coming at me. Let's see. Oh my god. Okay, so.
Amar knows 3 moves: bonk, tackle. What was the third one?
Fight, probably.
Right, yeah.
Bite.
So in the spirit of the moment, Geoff is terrified now because he's in this like mech suit of a body. And out of fear, he's going to cast fear. Because he doesn't know what to do.
Oh, God.
So Geoff, in a nice 30-foot cone, casts fear on both Amar and Blue.
Do we have to make a wisdom DC or?
I
I
believe
think
so.
it is...
Yeah, must succeed on wisdom saving throw.
I'm gonna roll for wild magic just real quick. 14. Oh wait, no, I didn't. Okay, I'll roll this die next. I have made my move.
Your spell save DC is?
Probably 14.
Mine is 13, but that's not theirs.
Should be... It should be 14.
Yeah,
Oh,
and this should be +6.
Yeah.
so like what? 11?
No, it's 6 instead of 5.
6. 11. I am God. Hear me all.
Alright, so take off that spell slot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, thank you for the reminder.
Go.
Oh, or over here.
I got Abe's yesterday.
I'm using
Then,
Thank you, Wirt.
let's
The
get
free Epic games are amazing.
a couple of wisdom saving throws.
Not 20, baby.
Oh my god, you're kidding.
Alrighty, I got a 7.
You're absolutely kidding, Falcon.
That's a
He
plus
just-
6 as well.
Blue is just like, I know I'm a weak ass shit. You go get me.
Meanwhile,
You got no
Amar's
muscle
just
on
like, Amar's just like, ah!
So like to Amar, this so like Amar is looking at this phantom elf,
It's blue.
and he just like the light dims around him. And you see him in like ghostly pallor. Then he looks at you with just an alien expression in his eyes. And you have to fight back absolute terror. You have to
Shoot.
run away. That's spooky.
Amar's gonna run away and barrel past blue.
Yeah.
He just kind of push aside, just going, ah!
He's just like, you cannot outwise the wisest, you fool. And then he's going to retaliate by casting Color Splash.
Color splash. What does that do?
Oh my god.
So I roll 60 10s, and that's the total is the amount of hit points that I can affect.
You're gonna absolutely murder me.
No, it doesn't actually hurt.
Unfortunately, he's going to be using a 2nd level spell slot. So
That's fine.
We'll have a
I get
long rest
extra
after this.
2d10s.
We'll have a nice.
yeah, this is fine.
So what's 8?
This is fine.
So is it
Fine.
8d10?
8d10, 80 health.
Is
We're
this,
really making
is this
sure that
accurate over here?
Jeez.
What?
It's color splash.
Is this
Yes.
accurate? Okay. You're gonna use a level 2.
Yeah.
Okay then.
I
Exciting.
haven't used any slots today.
All right. Throw down a shit ton
I used some sluts today.
of D10s.
I don't even have a D10 here, do I?
D10 is you don't have a D10. You
Yeah, I
do
think
100.
that's what the
I just
PC
weird
can find.
D100 thing.
Where-
I'm just going to yoink someone else's D10.
Where is Color Splash? Oh, he doesn't have it out.
Alright, brother.
Move the D10s. Show them to me.
D10 right here.
So this here is a D10.
You do not have one? Oh, he's only got the percentile ones.
Yeah.
0.6.
Oh my god. Oof.
So that's
40?
10.
Is that just
Oh.
enough?
Oh,
That's exactly.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, dude. Literally by 1 hit point.
1 over.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Now you can also like sleep a single. Oh, that's a description. What the hell? Now you can like sleep or blind a single like oxygen atom or something with that one left over.
So in addition to Geoff being blind, there was also a fly hovering lazily around Geoff, and it is also blind.
Oh no, I found the frog.
You fly the frog!
It didn't really react, but its eyes are closed and it's just like, what the fuck?
What is that?
It's a very confused frog.
It probably just does that weird frog thing where they just suddenly go, ah!
The scream of pain. What's that?
Basically.
And Geoff is fucking blind, dude.
Jeff's blind now. What do I do? As
Blind
Jeff
forever.
stands there with his eyes covered in like sand.
Well, you're alive. But
Aren't you blind for like 10 seconds or something?
you're blind until the end of
Bless you.
Thank you. Time.
the end of time, basically. The end of
Wow.
Blue's next turn, or
Yeah,
something.
In Blue's mind, it's like, try not to be intimidated, Blue. Just imagine him in his underwear.
Oh
no, he's
Jeff with a calm demeanor.
He grabs him by the shoulders, like, who are you? Why are you me? Why am I me? Oh, fuck.
Jeff's just standing there completely oblivious. Why is this elf talking to himself like this? So I think that I would like to roll a deception check and say, no, you're the clone of me.
Meanwhile, Amar keeps running. Ah!
Distant Dragonborn scream.
So I'm gonna roll.
He runs into Vargspindel and he's like, Vargy!
Friend.
And he's gonna stop and just kind of pet Vargspindel for a while.
Archibald's a source of comfort. So I'm gonna roll for deception against Blue, thinking that he is not me, but I am him.
Excuse you, that's my emotional support.
Oh my god.
Spider.
I rolled a 12. I
against the
rolled
deception?
12 plus 6, so 18.
Ooh.
Watch it be another nat 20. I'm gonna lose
Am I
my
rolling insight against this?
Sure. You can roll insights.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh,
Why now? I have a +6, so it's an 8, but like,
18
why
to 6.
now?
18 to 8.
Surely Blue's not dumb enough to actually believe that he is the clone of this person that he's never met before.
Well, maybe he doesn't believe it, but now he's doubting himself.
He's doubting
Yeah, he
himself.
might be. Just...
He's like some doubt passes across his face, and he's like, "Oh shit."
Okay, so quick question. Can Blue be suggested because he can't be charmed?
No, because I'm immune to charm.
Are you immune to charm, or do you merely have advantage on save?
I think it's a van.
Oh, advantage on saving throws
Yeah.
against charm. Never mind.
Oh,
Yes.
Sleep I'm immune to. You can try and suggest, but
it's
Okay, so
advantage.
while Jeff is
I'm
cradled
2 once.
in Blue's arms, he suggests to him, "Hey, can I have your clothes?" So,
Hey, you should give this guy your clothes.
what do I need to roll for? Oh, wait,
You know,
that's
if
what
he's the original.
You,
suggestion is just a suggestion.
so you don't roll anything.
But I'd like to roll for wild magic.
Save against that.
I'm gonna roll for wild magic for fun and two. No.
Oh.
So
All
when
right.
something else happens,
Um.
I'm not on board with the whole wild magic thing. I have no idea what it is.
For wild magic's great.
Every time he casts a spell, he rolls a d20. If the d20 hits a certain number, wild magic.
I get an entire sheet that randomly rolls a great effect, and it's amazing. I once made toast with it.
He once made toast and blinded an
An entire
tavern.
bar. Oh yeah, an
Ah.
entire town.
It was the same
Did
thing.
not appreciate it. All right. For blue, roll a. believe.
Oh yeah, I need to expend a spell slot. I forgot about that. Where is that?
Roll. It is wisdom, right? Wisdom. Okay. Roll a wisdom
Is it
save with advantage.
I'm thinking that's going to be a really big competition.
Because it's against the charm.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Local man rolls 35 on wisdom save. It's going to be some absurd number. 21!
Oh my god.
2 and 19. What a
I have
spread.
+6, so 25.
You
Wait,
you
can Jeff
briefly find-
use lucky to have him reroll?
You can't make
briefly
other
feel
people.
something. This man attempting to influence your brain state. It's like, wait, no.
Do you know that he cast a spell?
Yes, you are.
Yeah,
aware
because
that
I don't have subtle spell.
a spell because that spell.
Try to mess with your brainwaves.
Like, you can't. My brain is too big for your voodoo sorcery, wizard. No, wait, I'm the wizard. Yo, shut up! You're evil. Stop that. I'm me. I'm not falling for this.
Jeff Blue just sits there smiling and has a little cackle to himself. Well, he just goes in a manic laughter.
Can I roll to put the pieces together? Strange man, but then I run into Vargspindel. Can I see if Amar can put the pieces together?
Roll an intelligence check.
Blue, Blue is gonna
Also, how
cast-
long does fear last?
Fear lasts
I think it was.
Or
1 minute, so
1
10
minute.
rounds.
Oh.
16 plus intelligence, which is 2.
not bad. 18.
So 18.
You
Yeah, it's a good roll.
Mhm.
Once I realize it's Geoff, am I still afraid?
Uh,
Or
Yes.
is it like,
yes,
Well, he's
you
not
are.
really Geoff. He's still blue, but he is Geoff.
You may only make a wisdom save against the fear once you are out of sight of the thing that causes the fear.
I mean, I'm not looking at him. I'm looking at Varg.
But there's line of sight. He can see you.
Actually, I'm pretty sure he's behind this house.
So clever.
Blue.
No, let's look at the line of sight. So I'm behind blue. This is the line of sight here.
So
It
specific.
gets blocked by. There's like a hair where you can see.
Yeah, you can still see.
There's one hair. Nice.
There we
Blue's gonna cast minor
Oh my
inconvenience
god.
in order to
Minor-
magically summon a harmless fly to buzz around Jeff's head, and he can't kill it for a minute.
So Geoff, noticing this fly, starts to laugh even more, and he says, "Ah, that's a good party trick. I like flies." And as Geoff watches the fly, he turns his eyes slowly to blue, even though they're still covered in like colored sand. And says, "Ah, you look like an elf I used to know. Is your name Bandert by chance?"
No, you look like me. Stop being me.
No, you look like my son.
What?
Like my son, Bandert.
No, you look like your son as well, you weirdo. Stop it.
No, I look like you, but you look like my son.
That's not
You
how it
Bandit.
works. Your son looks like me. Come on now.
Mm,
Stop playing.
Oh.
you must be my son.
Must be my son.
If I agree to be your son, will you stop looking like me? Because it's kind of weird talking to. I don't like it. I don't like talking to myself.
Can
You
I
want to talk
say
to yourself? How about you? You don't like smacking yourself? And I give him a nice playful pat on the cheek. Why hitting yourself?
I'm not. You're hitting me. That's not how it works.
Can I
No,
say it
hitting
against
yourself.
fear?
No, the joke is completely void.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's right, fake me. You're not even as funny as me.
Oh, that hurt.
All right.
I'm sorry, me. I didn't mean it.
It's okay, Mar.
While this is going
Oh,
on,
you're not me. I'm me.
No, you're me. I'm you.
yeah, wisdom.
Yes.
While this
Seven.
is going on,
I'm saying.
Kallow
Seven.
and Snarl, you can hear some kind of commotion.
Just you bickering.
It sounds like Blue is arguing with himself.
At that sound,
You also heard Amar run away screaming.
at that sound, Snarl just walks out, like he's a bit sleepy, walks out, like looks out the door, looks to his right, sees what looks like Blue arguing with himself,
Booty shorts.
Like- and immediately turns around and goes back inside. If you can hear him, he basically just says, "It's like I'm not dealing with this right now," and he goes right back to
Oh, I
bed.
love Snarl so much. Snarl, I could be crazy, but it sounded like I heard blue and blue. What was out there?
Blue and blue.
Blue and blue.
Kallow closes his book and stands up. He's like, wait, what?
You heard me. Blue and blue are outside. If you want to deal with it, go.
Wait,
I'm in here. I'm
Torrens?
staying.
Wait, the
No,
Torrens?
blue and blue.
Which blue? Our blue? It sounded like
The
our
same-
blue.
The same blue twice.
Two blue?
Yes, two blue.
He's like, no, come back. I'm not in. He's gone.
That seems concerning. He like snuffs out the candle and he's like, I'm gonna go have a look. He's going to come out, but he's going to like sneak out if possible.
Oh, sneaky beaky.
Can he? Why? I have to go overhead. Can I like sneak out of the inn and try to eavesdrop on what's happening?
Sure, roll a stealth check.
Where am I?
In the shadows.
I never know where I am.
Okay.
Actual roll? Ooh, good roll. Another 19.
What'd you get?
24?
Oh my god, the sneakiest man around.
25.
25.
So sneaky.
Try sneaky over here. So, is Geoff still blind?
No, it's recovered by now.
Okay. He scratches his eyes like he just woke up from a nice little nap, gets a crust out of him. And how big is the frog? Like size-wise?
Size-wise, it is roughly the size of a badger
Ooh.
or a beaver.
Frog.
Okay. So,
That frog.
Geoff gets this little devilish grin on his face. And his eyes dart over to the... Blue gets a devilish grin on the face. And he darts... His eyes dart over to the frog, and he says, "Hey, where'd you find that frog?"
None of your business.
Can I
have
see
a
it?
local frog dealer. No, it's my frog. You don't have
And
it.
no, it's actually my frog.
No, it's not. Shut up. You're not
Just
me.
attempt
We're not
to
doing this
read
again. No, you're not me.
frog.
We've discussed this already. You're not me. I'm me. You're you. Shut up.
Geoff just slowly starts walking towards the frog.
He just snatches the frog out off the floor and starts like turning away like a child. Like, no, he's mine. No,
We're the
he's
same
mine.
height.
You can't see him. You can't see him. He's mine.
Come on, me. Give me the frog. I
No.
just want to see it.
No.
So, how high is the frog off the ground?
Blue's just like cradling it to his chest.
Oh, okay.
He's like turning
So-
away like, no, he's mine.
Mm. Okay, this complicates things. So Geoff, or Blue, tries to dart around to the front so he can get a better look at the frog. Oh.
Blue just keeps turning and saying, no, you can't see him.
Mm.
No. Blue didn't mean to drop the frog. He's still holding him.
Geoff's just standing watching Blue spin circles like a ballerina, hoping that he will get dizzy. But while he does that,
Plot twist. Geoff gets busy.
what? Geoff gets dizzy.
While this is happening, Blue is going to cast a new spell he has learned recently on the frog.
Uh-oh.
I wanted to do that.
I don't think he even
You're gonna
knows.
ask me what I'm gonna do.
But he really is blue. They're on the
Okay,
same
you want
wavelength.
to see the frog?
Yeah.
Here you go. He hands you the frog, and then immediately starts walking away.
What's the frog do in my arms?
Blue has actually cast Explosive Frog on this frog.
What?
What?
Does Geoff know that this frog is a ticking time bomb of doom?
I don't believe that he does actually, unless you have Detect Magic.
I mean, I have Dispel Magic, and it is
Um,
an enchanted frog.
It's identical to an ordinary frog in these statistics, but its true nature
Yeah.
can only be seen with True Sight or Magic Detection.
Hmm. Do I
You
still have
have
that wand?
You,
Yeah, you still have
yes,
that
you
wand.
still have the wand of Detect Magic.
Okay. So, Geoff's holding this frog, and he's rustling through his pockets, looking for something to, like, poke and prod at the frog. And he stumbles across the wand and says, "Oh, I remember this thing," and starts waving it around. Well, this frog slowly begins to, like, swell up to explode. And he's waving it around. His eyes turn the magical vision color, and he sees this frog is just a menagerie of death colors. He tries to punt the frog.
That's not nice.
So I'm gonna roll for strength to see how far I can kick the frog.
oh my god.
Blue is going to attempt to block the kick with Mage Hand.
4 minus 1. Oh yeah.
Oh
I don't
my
think I need to.
Well, I don't think you even
Is
could
it my
because
turn?
you only exert like 5 pounds of force, which definitely wouldn't be enough to stop a kick.
Geoff's piddly little arms try to toss the frog, but it just goes
You
a few
roll
inches away.
the roll.
Blue
Oh.
then that
4
chooses.
minus 1.
How? Word, how?
Alright, yeah, 4 minus 1. 3.
One second.
Or you try to drop kick, but there is no kick, only drop.
Only drop.
Is Amar not afraid anymore? Come on.
Your
been
fear
ages.
wears off. Yeah.
Amar, as soon as he's no longer afraid, he's like, pew!
After this,
Just going, Jeff! And he
after
just
this
runs
failed
past-
attempt of frog
He runs
punting,
past Blue, just like, Jeff, buddy!
Geoff sees a brass piece barreling towards him.
Amar like reaches it. He's like, no, Amar, stop! And then the frog just fucking explodes. So it is everyone in a 15-foot radius.
Oh,
must
no!
Make a dex save or take
That's
3d6.
Kellow's just watching behind a monolith like, what is happening? What am I seeing?
I'm gonna roll
I don't think that this explosion is loud, right?
Question: does this involve
Or like a pop,
dexterity?
if anything.
Huh?
I just want to know because if I could use like danger sense, but I can if it's not necessary. I wanted to know if I could use that to like jump in front of Geoff.
So has the frog exploded yet?
I believe it
still in the
explodes as
process.
I approached.
This is a bonus action, or when the frog perishes, I can command it to explode. Rapidly inflates like a balloon before bursting, excreting magical toxins in all directions.
Can Geoff try in a dare, like a painful attempt to cast a spell magic on the frog?
I think the spell magic's a full action.
Is it
Oh,
not
so
it's
in
not a
the
reaction,
process
yeah.
of exploding?
It's exploding. You do not have time to dispel.
So it is the end game now.
Yep, just roll damage.
I rolled it, yeah.
I'm gonna roll
damage.
dex. Oh, dex or damage?
For everyone?
23 dex save for me.
Is there a dex save?
Blue blows up the whole point.
Dex save. Where is
And
the frog?
Geoff and Amar.
Here
Okay.
or here?
That's a
Where is-
good question. What is probably in front of Geoff?
I was right here. It like flew a few inches away.
So it's still like directly in front of Geoff.
Oh my god, this is nuts. Just
Okay, the point is Geoff,
terrorist
Kallow,
attack!
and Amar are all in
Frog
range.
attack!
Okay,
Okay,
that is
so
it.
bludgeoning.
I rolled a
is 8.
Kallow rolled like super dex.
yeah, I rolled
Is there a
23.
dex
You take
save?
half damage. Yes, there is a
Okay.
dex save.
I rolled
Then
5,
can
so
I
I get
use
full
danger
damage.
to like?
Yeah.
But can I use danger sense not to save myself from damage, but like Geoff? Because I'm like, oh no, explosion. Then
Sure.
I just dive in front of Geoff. Thank you.
Sure.
I have advantage on the dex save, which I assume will just apply to Geoff.
Human meat shield.
12.
Advantage on saves
I will
and
say that you can make a dex save for Geoff at the cost of foregoing your own dex save.
Yep,
Oh,
that's
don't
what I
do
was
that.
doing.
Fail
Yep.
yours.
What kind of damage is the explosion?
Bludgeoning, right?
Is bludgeoning and poison.
15
Yeah,
poison.
I just put the rolls in chat for the damage.
And 15
Cool, and
poison.
poison saving throw.
19. So Geoff, you take half damage, and if I guess you have resistance to poison, so you take half of the half damage, right?
I have resistance on poison too, yeah.
How that works?
It works that way, yeah. You have resistance to poison?
I do, as
Geoff does.
I'm a
I do.
I'm a stout halfling, so I do as well.
Nice.
Alrighty. Okay, so
You both take what? 2 damage?
2?
16.
Oh no, it's 8 bludgeoning plus 15 poison.
So
Okay.
I take 4.
So from in alphabetical order,
Yeah.
Amar takes 8 bludgeoning damage and 15 poison damage.
Yay. So I'll just.
Yeah. Takes
Yay!
4 bludgeoning damage and 3 poison damage.
It's just 5 total? Wait, no, 7.
7, yes. And Kallow made his save.
Made a save, yeah.
So Kallow takes 4 and 7.
Okay. And
As this frog,
that's with resistance to poison?
that's fuck.
It would be the same as Geoff.
Yeah, it's the same as Geoff.
So it's 4.
7 total damage.
7 total damage. Okay.
So does the
What?
explosion knock Geoff back at all? Just a nice little push.
Kellow's gonna tumble around the backside of the building.
Amar dived in front of Geoff, so he's kind
Okay,
of just
so
laying
Geoff
on
got
the
pushed
ground.
out of the way. He's like about here.
Alright. So, the frog
Let's go.
floats and explodes in a giant cloud of poisonous mist and flying meat.
Dinner's ready.
What was that?
It makes a huge din. There's just a huge explosion noise and lots of wet slaps. As everyone and all the buildings nearby are pelted with frog meat.
Ew.
Clap, clap, clap.
I told you to stop. I was taking care of the imposter.
You just looked at Amar's like, it's Geoff.
Jeff sees Kallow.
That's Geoff.
Okay, so it's Jeff.
That's me.
Wait,
Geoff.
that's Blue. What is happening?
Exactly.
Okay. Hey, Kallow. I give him a wink and I just run off down the street.
Catch him! Ah!
Ah!
Wait. Can I try to Oh no, I would never.
Okay, so we're still in our interaction of blink.
Oh,
Roll
roll
concentration.
concentrate.
All right. Yes.
Where is this concentration die?
It is a Constitution save
16 plus 3.
or
Wait, no. I rolled 16 base, so add Constitution or what?
okay. You succeed.
So just give Kallow a little wink. It's a nice little wink to know him there. And I calmly get up and I sprint with my long elf legs down the lane.
Amar sprints after him.
You better keep running your imposter fight. Why are we chasing him?
And
I'm
Amar,
imagining like Geoff, who is not used to having elf legs,
No, he's dangling,
run
tripping over
like
himself.
Geoff extended.
can I grab him? I want to put him into grapple.
You can try.
I will roll athletics.
Yeah.
Can
How
I?
do I roll the
Um,
I'm not gonna contest.
for Geoff, you can roll athletics or acrobatics,
I'm not contesting.
or not contested.
Well, that's a 4 plus 6, so 10.
This is intense.
What if Geoff just stops
He's
seeing
still
Amar
we're both slippery because of the
Yeah.
problem.
frog slide?
But I got him. You didn't contest, so I got you.
I didn't. Geoff looks deep into Amar's eyes, and the widest grin goes across his face. He wants to cast Fly.
He's still grappled.
Yeah,
So even if you can't
he's
fly-
gonna touch himself, and you're gonna lift off with him.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
Geoff chooses to cast Fly. One spell slot consumed, and we're only gonna do it for 10 minutes, because why not? And that's all level 3 spell junk. Wait, head 2. Okay. Roll for all magic. 9. Okay. 1 second, I'll be right back.
Kallow's like, we're gonna get in so much trouble.
Amar's like, don't worry, I got him. Geoff, what are you doing?
Identity theft is not a joke, Jim.
Blue, this is Geoff. He's actually a dwarf.
Identity theft is not a joke, Jeff.
Alright, I'm sorry. So let's talk back in the house. So,
And he's
Geoff is
great.
cast-
Vargschwindel is over there. That's his pet. That's his
for
companion.
Vargschwindel.
You know, it's kind of like you. You know, he's a magic user and he has a companion
He's got a
animal.
friend.
Don't
Like-
compare me to this psychopath.
He's not a psychopath. He's just kind of.
Well, why has he got my face?
Wait, we're just floating up in the air right
Kallow runs inside the inn. By the way,
now. Okay.
Okay, so Geoff
Kallow's going to
cast
wake up Snarl.
Fly.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
cast Fly.
At third level.
I was gonna roll to see if Geoff,
Gains
if like Snarl just kind of somehow subconsciously hears the word Geoff and just like freaks out.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Well, I'm coming for you either way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's a DC of 12. And maybe perception. I'm rolling myself, so it doesn't really matter because you're coming to wake me up.
So
I just want to know what the flight situation is like. Do we have enough fuel? Do we have...
Nope, I do not wake up.
Can you?
so
Can your fly
by
spell
myself.
lift
If you wake me up, I'm like,
or lift
Like a 500-pound dragon.
340-pound dragon?
we're gonna go real simple on this. Because you are both medium creatures. So Because Geoff is weighted down the way he is going to be carrying another creature. He can fly, but only at 30-foot movement speed.
Oh, perfect.
So, unless Amar can find something to anchor
Wait,
himself,
I demand
like grabbing
you
onto-
explain this the way these spells are casted. What does this look like? Do you sprout wings?
Yes.
Do you say
I think
something?
we just start to float.
Okay.
I just have to touch my. I think I say fly, and then I like touch my thigh, and we go up in the sky.
Jeff's beard starts flapping like wind.
It splits into two, and it starts flapping up in the sky. That's the only reasonable answer.
While they're in the
Wow.
air, Blue is going to cast Minor Illusion to put like a little bag of gold on the floor, just to see if he can entice him back to the ground.
So as Air Geoff takes off, what does Amar do?
Amar's like, aha, I got you. And then he starts to lift up, wait, and then he's still holding on. He's like, ah! Geoff! Stop it!
That's not me. I'm Blue.
Geoff, where have you been?
Nowhere.
Geoff, it's been weeks. We haven't seen you since the cathedral.
Just start to float around the city aimlessly.
Geoff!
Huh?
At this point, Blue has conjured himself a pair of binoculars and is just watching them float around.
Hey, Amar, where do you want to go? We got 10 minutes.
We should go back to the... We should let... Wait. Anywhere.
Let's go to the clock tower.
Yes, let's sit on top of the clock tower.
Come on.
Kallow still outside, or has he gone back into?
He immediately when the explosion happened, he was like, "We're gonna get in trouble," and he ran right inside to go wake up Snarl.
The clock tower.
But he's gonna say something to the barkeep when he gets in there too.
This is the
So,
clock tower.
at this point, anyone who is at the site of the original explosion, so just Blue,
No.
you see a couple of guards approaching. They they have long flowing cloaks. They have quilted armor on. They have their
Don't fight
weapons
the
out.
guards. Don't fight the
Do I
guys.
hear them approaching?
Roll a perception check to see if you.
He's gonna get arrested.
Oh my god.
You can roll an initiative check to see if you you get the drop on them. Hear them coming.
That is an 18 plus 6 to perception.
Nice.
They're making no secret of their approach. So they're coming around the corner. What are you doing?
Oh, I don't have it prepared. Oh.
So Geoff sees the guards walking towards Blue. How far away are they?
Where are you?
I was gonna
We're
go
up on the clock tower. We have the best sight in the city.
Up
This is
on the clock tower.
right in the tippity top, sitting on the rickety old clock tower.
Well, okay.
I just want to know how far away they are.
They are like one boop boop boop. They're like 60 feet away.
Perfect. Okay.
What is the wind like?
What is
What was the
like?
wind like?
We have a southeast, 14 mile gust heading southeast.
There's a light wind, but it's hard to discern which direction it's coming from.
Okay. What's Geoff doing? Sorry.
Jeff's just looking. So Geoff and Amar are on top of the clock tower.
So Blue hears these two coming around the corner, and he expends a first level spell slot to cast Fog Cloud, which is a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on a point within range. So he's just going to obscure like this whole alleyway with fog and then just dip. He's going to ninja vanish the hell out of there. But he's also going to send Neve back into the inn to try and get the other two's attention.
All right.
Hey,
What's the radius of fog cloud?
It is a 20-foot radius.
That's a big fog cloud. Great.
All right.
Ninja vanish! I'm out of here, and then he's gonna send Neve to try and get around to the inn to try and get the others' attention. I don't know if I'd have to roll stealth for her or what, but she's trying to be sneaky.
Meanwhile, Amar and Geoff are just vibing on top of the clock tower.
I'm just still disguised as blue.
But Amar knows you're Geoff.
Yeah.
Let's say Neve can roll stealth with advantage because she's unseen in the fog cloud.
Little bunny.
I got +5 to stealth.
These guys, they wade into the fog cloud. They're like, what the devil is
Nice.
this?
Nice. Nat 20.
Nat 20. That's the second one I've rolled.
Cried Falcon, we got good luck today.
All right. Ninja Spike Rabbit flips past them.
Very sneaky girl. She heads into the inn and looks around to see if she recognizes anyone. I don't know if Kallow went upstairs or if he's just chilling.
Well, yeah. When Kallow came in, he said to the barkeep, like, I think there was a terrorist attack outside. I don't know what's happening. It wasn't us. It wasn't me. We need water. There's guts everywhere. I gotta go look at my friend. And he runs up the stairs. He runs up the stairs to get the Snarl. And then he bursts into the room and he's like, Snarl! I think Geoff tried to explode the city. It's chaos, man. We're gonna die.
Snarl just slowly looks over at Kallow and puts his hands on his face and just goes.
We gotta do something, man. Let's get down there. And he turns around. Maybe at that point, Neve is probably in the doorway. Wait, and is Neve so stealthy that we don't even see Neve?
Back into her spike by accident.
Take 1d2 of damage.
What did D2 even be? Just
A coin.
Coin flip.
Neve's gonna stab your Achilles heel with her hook.
Oh!
No, Neve like plods in behind Kallow and like tries to like bite at his clothes to tug him along. Just say like, follow me, follow me.
Oh my god, what is happening? Is this real Neve or fake Neve? Is there two Neves? Kallow's gonna like gather as much of his stuff as possible and throw it into a backpack, including that book, making it obvious that he's taking it. He's not trying to steal it. He's just trying to get everything of his belongings. Sling his backpack. He's gonna pick up Neve and try to put her under his arm, but Neve is probably almost equal size. So it's like instead of carrying a football, it looks like I'm carrying a watermelon.
Okay, I'm gonna roll my D1 to see if Snarl participates. Hold on.
A D1.
Let's see what the D1 says.
We're doing the lotto numbers. Let's go.
Let's see.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh. Oh.
oh, oh, that looks.
Guys, move your hands. I can't see the roll.
That's cocked. Roll it again.
Damn, that was a really close roll, but it's clear that it's a 1. So I guess Snarl is gonna participate. Kind of unfortunate. I wish I rolled something else.
Neve just looks very pitifully at a Snarl from under Kallow's arm.
Snarl just gives Neve a nod. He's like, "You're gonna get used to this."
This is life now.
Kallow's
He
like,
starts like squirming to try and get
yeah, Kallow's like, wait, how am I supposed to follow her if I'm holding her? And he puts her on the ground.
She just squirms out of his arms as well and then starts plodding downstairs.
Lead us to the blue.
Yeah, I'm following.
And then Neve leads them to the clock tower.
So at the clock tower, Geoff dispels his visage of blue.
I'm always like, I knew it was you, Geoff.
Hello.
I knew it was
around
you,
here.
Geoff.
Oh, actually, hold on. I believe
Are we still flying?
alter self and fly are both concentration.
Also, I can't have one. Oh, so when I would
So as soon as you cast fly, you lost Your legs went back to being dwarf legs. Your
I
face
knew-
went back to being a dwarf face.
That's good.
And that's why your beard is able to flap, and so you can fly.
Yes. Beard is like a flap so I could fly.
Well,
If anybody wants the D1, feel free to copy it.
It's a good die, man.
It's very useful
The D1.
for
Geoff,
all your D1 needs.
So Geoff turns around to Amar with this big, stupid, teethy grin and says, "How are you? It's been a while."
I'm good. I'm good. I know it's totally been a while and stuff. It's good to see you, dude.
Yeah.
You know, Amar is still, wearing a shirt and gloves and scarf.
I don't think Geoff had the time to like take that in.
I figured. He's like, we were like doing this thing. We met Blue, by the way. He's the new companion.
Is that the guy who looked like my son?
Yeah, he's an elf.
Oh.
I don't think he's not Bandert though. He's from another
he's my
continent.
son.
He eats flowers and rockcorn. I think you guys would get along.
Oh, where'd you get the clothes? I've never seen a Dragonborn wear a shirt before, especially you.
I'm the only Dragonborn you've ever seen. Okay?
My point being,
Well, these are my clothes. Although
why are you
it
wearing
did get messed up, so I did take it to a tailor to fix it.
you must be a fake Amar. I've never seen Amar wear a shirt. Yet gloves.
I have gloves. Look, see?
Hmm.
And look, he takes off one of the gloves. I also have the little rubber stops for my claws so that I don't rip the gloves.
He's still highly suspicious of this different Amar.
Here,
Hmm.
ask me something only Amar would know.
How did I make toast?
Well, you cast Scorching Flame, except it went south, and then you ended up blinding everybody. And then you laid down in the street,
Okay,
like, took a nap or something.
Amar.
Amar's gonna scoop Geoff up into a hug. Buddy! Also, you still have detect magic going, don't you? That lasts like, what, 10 minutes?
Yes.
You waved around the detect magic, right?
Did you cast Detect Magic?
Yeah, for the frog.
Did I think?
Oh yes, with the one.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I just wanted to know what scale is Amar's. Is he still magically radioactive?
Wait, what did you want to know? What?
I just
Amar
wanted to
still
know,
is enchanted.
is Amar still magically radioactive?
Oh.
10 minutes. Yep.
Do we see them from down here?
Probably.
Probably you would have to look up.
Okay.
Then you'd only catch a glimpse of them.
When we get to this spot, do we see Blue as well? Is Blue here?
Yes, Blue came around the corner to the open.
Okay.
You can hear gentle conversation, which is
Chatting away.
Where are those guards at this point?
the guards are
In
still
the fog.
In the fog.
They're still.
Looking a bit
Well, you don't see them around. We'll say that.
Okay. Kallow. Kallow will turn to Blue and he's like, "What in the name of fairy boobs was that?"
I can explain, I think, mostly. I'm standing on the roof, I'm not excited. Go back to the front step. Good enough. It's crazy, I think I can kind of explain. So, I was with Amar, and then I wasn't because I wanted a frog, because I wanted to do experiments on the frog, because frog is a good test subject, but that's beside the point. Anyway. So, I started going back after I got a frog. I was very good at it. It just sort of sat there and I grabbed it. It was brilliant. Anyway, I saw this man, and I was like, that's a bloody handsome guy. And then he turned, and I was like, oh shit, that's me. And then he just went crazy. And then he scared off Amar. And then he tried to like make me think that I wasn't me, but I know I'm me. I'm pretty sure anyway. I think so. Oh god. Ah!
Wait, are you the Blue or are you Geoff?
I don't know anymore.
Is it Geoff?
Yes.
How do we know you're not the? You're
Just
not
ask
the
him
fake.
what
I'm
color
not. This is
something
Neve.
blue is.
Neve only responds to me. She's telepathic or something. Neve, come
Maybe
here.
you were just confused.
And then Neve comes
Neve
over.
decides not to come here that one time.
Oh.
See, it's me. Anyway, so, he tried to take my frog, so I said, fuck it. And then I used a somewhat experimental spell to maybe explode the frog. And then some guards appeared, and I ninja vanished the fuck out of there. And then I said, need to get you. And now you're all caught up. I don't know where Amar went. I'm scared. Ah!
And you said we could hear the faint whispers, right? Can we look up to see?
Conversation.
You just see like Amar's legs dangling over the side of the
Dangling over his little stubby dwarf
He's
shoes.
just like pacing and murmuring.
I hope we don't get in trouble. That was like a big deal, man. An explosion in the middle of a city. That's bad news, dude. He's gonna knock.
Master, it was me.
If you look closely enough, you could see that Snarl's pinching his skin.
He's like, he's like, wake up, please.
Can't
Back
be
to full
happy.
defense, I swear.
Don't tell me this is real. Don't tell me this is real. Don't tell me this is real. He's just
This is
basically
completely
I hear
real,
them.
not fake in any way, shape, or form.
At this point, you hear a gruff voice.
Hmm.
Oh there! And the clomp of boots. Clomp, clomp, clomp.
Oh.
Clomp, clomp, clomp.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
And the two guards are like,
Sends Neve around the corner real quick.
they look at Snarl. You there, Greenskin.
Oh,
You know anything about this? There was an explosion. Maybe terrorism or something. Do you know anything about this?
maybe a terrorism.
Can I hide behind Snarl and cast Bardic Inspiration on him?
I'll just look over at Blue.
You
Or like
can-
sneak a look, I guess.
You can try. You can certainly try. So roll 2 stealth checks for that.
2. Okay.
1 to hide behind Snarl, and 2 to inspire him without being noticed by the guards.
Okay.
Oh, you're talking. Can I try to sneak a look at Blue?
Hide stealth check is 19, and the Bardic Inspiration spell check is 16. A lot. 23.
A lot.
23. So 19 for
A lot.
hide, 23 for Bardic Inspiration.
So you pace your legs apart the same distance that Snarl's are, and you just become his shadow. And you whisper behind him encouraging words.
You got this.
I have a question.
Get us out of this pickle, man. You could do it.
Do the guards know that a frog was involved in this act of terrorism?
So they cannot see. They can't even see the debris because of the fog cloud.
Shit.
So I have a quick question.
They got like a little bit of a view of the debris before the fog cloud. But the area is currently out of commission.
I was gonna use minor illusion to just make a frog hop behind a building and have them chase it.
How far away are the
but-
guards?
Also, what did because after they ask about do I know anything about the explosion? I try to sneak a look at Blue and see what he's I guess facial expression is.
Blue's facial expression is you know that dog in the picture where it's surrounded by fire and just, this is fine. It's something akin to that.
Okay, how close are the guards to Geoff?
To Geoff,
Laterally,
time to do the math.
Woo!
yippee.
25 feet to this clock tower. How tall is the clock tower?
Okay.
We'll take the hypotenuse.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. How
Okay,
tall?
let's say they're
There's
about.
no magic for this.
Let's say they're about 30 feet, 30 or 35 feet away.
Perfect. So,
You can do some mess with that.
Jeff seeing this altercation turns
There's
to
your
Amar.
A and B, get the C.
Oh, I'm not doing math. This isn't class time.
It's the only way.
I'll have not enough range.
Oh, actually, that's too color.
We need your help. Wait, how tall is the clock tower?
Jeff.
40, so 6 times 5 is 30-ish?
It's a tower. It's like 30 feet tall.
30 feet tall.
Yeah, we're fine. That's equilateral
More.
triangle. So, Jeff turns slowly to Amar and says, "Should we help him out?" Amar say,
What do you mean?
"You know, help him out."
Hang on, let me see. Amar's gonna go open up his backpack real quick.
I say, I put my hand over his backpack. I say, no, I got this.
What are you going to do?
Jeff. He spies one of the guards. He's gonna pick Carlos because he seems like the talking man.
Please
He's
leave the
going
guard
to pass.
alone.
Reduce.
Oh no.
Because what's more funny than a small, mean person?
A small mean person. That's why
So-
everybody loves Jeff.
This is gonna get rid of his flight, sadly, but Jeff would like to cast Reduce upon Carlos. Just for a minute.
Great, now you're.
Wait, if it gets rid of his blight,
Yeah,
how
you're
are we
stuck
gonna
on
get
top
that?
of this tower. Oh, it's
That's all
beautiful.
the fun of it.
Listen, Amar, well, normally Amar might be able to survive a fall from 30 feet. He's currently at 17 HP.
Okay, Blue can conjure a trampoline.
Yes.
Bounce just gracefully to the ground. It'll be fine.
We need to call the fantasy fire department.
The fantasy fire.
I am the fantasy fire department. I got this covered.
Our Dragonborn and Dwarf got stuck on a roof. Please come help.
I'm gonna light this
Snarl,
city on
say
fire.
something!
Get down.
So is that what Jeff is doing?
Jeff is going to just decrease Carlos by half size.
Okie dokie.
Oh my
So,
god.
walk you through spellcasting. So enlarge reduce requires verbal, somatic, and material components.
Oh,
The material
so-
components is, your beard is your spellcasting focus.
I'm.
But you have to say things and you have to make movements. So what's
So,
it look like
Jeff-
when Jeff is casting a spell?
Stands up grandiose, just gets a little far away from Amar and starts flailing his arms like a mad person. Says, "Shrink, shrink."
Aki waving inflatable on flame tube man.
Okay.
Except he's short.
He's short, so he looks like a child having a fit.
And I was like, oh my god, Geoff, are you okay? Are you having a shit? What is going on?
Don't worry, shrink.
Did they just?
My
Did they
concern.
like? They're like talking to Snarl, and then they just hear in the distance, "Shrink, shrink." Everyone around here really isn't like doctors.
No, it's like
All right.
psychiatry.
What's the save DC?
Yeah, what
Please
is this
tell me when I
thing?
can finally speak.
Where is this thing?
I'd appreciate having some words come out of my face.
Save DC is
Alright.
usually. It would be 14, no?
Yeah, 14. Okay. That is a fail. All right. So
Oh,
Snarl, he's failed his save. So
okay.
Snarl, you have the encouragement of Kallow behind you. You have two guards looking at you angrily, one of which appears to be shrinking before your eyes. Still menacing, of course.
Does he
Funny
have like
little
the high
small
pitched
magic.
helium voice when he talks?
You stop doing this in my town.
Alright,
So what
go on,
is Snarl
Snarl.
doing?
Yes, I might know something about that. Apparently, some eccentric wizard was going around decided frog would make a good experiment, and then to deal with an imposter, decided to blow that said frog up.
Snitch, snitch.
Hey, I never said it was you.
You just said it
You're
yourself.
snitching on the wizard. That I don't know, but I'm sure he's very dashing.
Listen, man, I don't want to go to jail. We didn't do any of this. That's what Kallow says when he comes out.
Neither did I.
But you kind of did, because it looked like you.
Shh.
And
You
I
have no
say to-
proof.
I say to Stevie, it's like, hey, your friend there's looking a bit short.
Bruh. What's their
I
eyes?
swear. This is all a big misunderstanding.
Oh.
Amar's gonna like keep sitting there. He's gonna pull out his bag of jerky, and then he's like, "Well,
Let the show begin.
Jeff
Basically.
single-handedly turns Blue into a fugitive.
No, I just shrunk the guy. He didn't do anything to you.
technically, they can't prove that Blue cast that spell."
Like, yeah, there was a madman in the distance saying, "Shrink!"
Okay.
Amar will offer Jeff jerky.
You know, Jeff's a little hungry. He hasn't eaten for 3.5 weeks. He'll have some.
Have some jerky. I also have
So-
poisonous cheese.
So,
Anyway.
so Carlos steps forward. And he's like, "Say, you wouldn't happen to know? You wouldn't happen to see any wizards around here doing experiments? You could point us in the right direction."
Remember, it's only lasts for a minute, so he's gonna get bigger.
Also, why? Good grief, you're tall.
I mean, Stevie just like Stevie is just. These are question. These are the couple, right?
Yes.
Okay. Freaking Stevie's gonna be like, "Oh my god, you are adorable," but like on the inside.
What do I do at this point?
Intimidate the shit out of him.
I'm slightly tempted to just slowly turn around and point at Blue. But also like, what else? I
What would
could
you
intimidate
say?
them.
Snarl. That's not the same.
Inches
I
turn into.
I could intimidate them if I wanted
WWS.
to.
It's so funny. Carlos.
Importer. You just gotta remember this one thing. WWSD. What would Snarl do? What would Snarl do? What would Snarl do? Let this guide your entire decision. Like, what's the name of
Oh,
your
I
god?
know.
You could do that because the original phrase is like, what would.
Well, considering Snarl's been woken up and he's a bit cranky, he's just gonna be. He's very cranky, so I'm gonna roll intimidation to try to. It's like
Oh no.
he basically just like screams at the top of his lungs, just like, I can't deal with all of this. It's like, all of you, leave me alone. All of you, leave me alone. I'm trying to get some rest. It is 5 a.m. in the morning. I can't deal with all of this. And when he says that, he's like slowly turning around, facing, like, looking at everybody like one at a time, like Stevie, Carlos, Kallow, Blue.
Hello, smiling
I
at
don't
him.
think he knows about Geoff and Amar, so he doesn't look at them.
Sure, please, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Use your inner voice.
What a sneaky trick.
So let me roll intimidation for that.
Nat 20, nat 20, nat 20.
15 plus 6 is 21.
Oh wow.
That's a lot of freaking intimidation. What even is a contest?
Was he
throw
intimidating
throw
all
bardic
of us?
inspiration on top of that. Really amplify
Oh,
it.
sure, sure. Might as well intimidate all of you.
I think we're
He
safe.
just
Like,
like starts backing up like, well, you know, I should probably be going anyway. Just very slowly backs up and then just turns it.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out as much as you are. It has nothing to do with us. or me.
Then, well, then I'm sure you'd like to help us.
Sure, I'll look this way.
Where,
What?
where'd your elf friend go?
Probably already started looking.
Huh? I don't know. I'll go find him. Can Kallow try to scamper off?
Are they not intimidated or something?
They're not gonna talk to you.
They're
just gonna
scared.
leave you alone.
Carlos is trying to catch up with Stevie, like, Stevie, why are you so fast?
It's so short.
So tiny, he's smaller than freaking Kallow.
It's gonna end like, I think it's probably
Snarl,
percent through its duration.
before he
now.
stomps off, like Snarl is just going to be, he's just going to be like, you want to know? You talk to the wizard, and he just stomps off to his room.
I'm sorry,
Okay,
Snarl.
But he doesn't say anything more than that. He doesn't say a name. He just says you talk to the wizard.
Carlos turns to Kallow.
Uh-oh.
Are you a wizard?
That is not the case. You know about me,
Are ya?
man. Hey, wait. Whoa. That's Kallow, like, backs against the wall. He's gonna... These guys are part of the,
Tiny.
of the underground,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I can.
yeah.
So I adjust my cloak in the fashion. He's like, "Whoa, you got the wrong guy, man. I'm trying to help this town just as much as you are. I'll get to the bottom of this.
Oh.
Let me find that elf man. I'll figure out what happened, and I'll get back to you. In the meantime, don't hurt anybody. Just ask questions. I don't know if it was supposed to be, you know, a crime. I don't really know what happened."
Oh, it's
Blue's
Carlos
just
big
like
again.
curled up in his fog cloud.
Alice is big again.
Aw.
We will do this together. Can he like kind of try to slip out from past him?
Roll persuasion real fast.
Okay. Yeah.
Snarl just went back to bed.
Ooh, piece of candy.
He is a tired boy.
Poor guy.
Ooh, 18. I'm rolling hot today too. Well, except that natural one.
Goodness.
18
They don't.
plus 6.
So they don't necessarily believe you, but you're
It's 24
convincing enough
total.
That 24. Like they stop what they're
Thanks for
doing
the candy, Lo.
long enough to let you slip away. If that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like you give them pause enough that you can slip away without them chasing.
So, like he's
While
like,
they think about what you said.
so he like slips out from the front side of him, and he's like staring at them the whole time he says that statement. And as soon as he gets to about like, you know, a couple feet away, he's gonna be like, okay, you could trust me. And he turns around and he runs off.
Oh, I
And
have
he's
a really stupid idea.
Blue, 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 blue. And that's what he's saying when he's running off.
Blue curled up in this fog cloud, just like, no, I don't want anything. Go away.
Where?
He's curling up in the frog guts.
Yes.
Oh.
He scraped some of them into a jar already.
Science.
He's curled up with Neve in his lap.
Oh.
Like, I just want the rest of the world to go away.
When he gets in there,
This is Blue time.
he's going to ask, Blue, are you in here? And that's all. I don't know.
No. Damn it.
No.
No. Darn it.
Can we quick cut to Snarl?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
This won't take long. So I'm thinking, Snarl comes back. He just wants, like, he's thinking there's gonna be a lot of noise. It's like, wouldn't it be nice if you could just, like, go to sleep hard? And he realizes he has a hammer.
What?
And I want
No.
to try to knock myself out. Like,
Oh.
make an attack on myself to knock myself out using the hammer.
He's gonna have one heck
Kill
of a
himself.
It's that hammer and chisel I bought a while back. So I would imagine it's like a war hammer.
Use the chisel as well.
Go ahead and roll a medicine check.
You should put a helmet on first so you can rock your noggin instead of crack it open.
Yeah.
Okay, rolling medicine. That's a 9. Right? No. Wait. Is that correct? Hold on, I need to make sure my medicine math is correct. So that's -1 plus 3. Yeah, okay, so that's 11 in total. Oh, no,
So
sorry. 12 total. I'm fucking stupid.
you give yourself a solid bonk on the noggin. And you don't feel asleep yet. But
Yeah.
you do take a nice pleasant 4 points of damage.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. Can I try once more with feeling? AK, I'm going to use inspiration as well.
Go ahead.
Okay, with inspiration, so that's 11 plus 2, so that's 13 plus 4, 17.
Does that mean
I knocked
technically
myself out.
Kallow, like, egged you on and encouraged you to knock yourself out with a hammer?
Technically, yes.
Without even
It's a
knowing.
byproduct.
He's just inspiring. It's not his business what it gets done with. So, you think you're getting the technique down. So, you swing the hammer, nice and solid, a bonk, right between the eyes. You go cross-eyed for a minute, and you take a very pleasant 3 points of damage. And you feel it's steady by time now. Enjoy your long rest, brother.
I know,
Oh.
nobody likes to run rest. So I was just gonna walk in and see like Snarl basically conked out. Because I imagine I'm standing in the middle of the room as I do this on my bed, and there's a hammer beside me, so it's just a murder scene or something.
Oh my god. The cleanest hammer murder of all time.
Wow.
Like as Snarl falls down and he's like getting like he feels like himself losing consciousness, he just like starts getting a dopey smile on his face.
Okay. So, while Blue and Kallow reconvene under the fog cloud, Amar and Geoff.
Yep,
Just
I
chill
offered
on
him
the
some
clock tower.
jerky, just like, hey, I bought some artisanal jerky and stuff. Here, have some.
Oh, what
And I
kind
give
of
him a
jerky?
piece. It's artisanal.
Minotaur? Deer? Sheep? Spider?
Don't know.
Maybe Kallow would know.
I believe it's tomato based. Everything else I don't think so.
Geoff
imagine-
looks at the jerky questioningly and takes a small nibble.
Just a small nibble. Roll a nature check.
And Amar's just chomp, eating.
We're just eating along.
You're just eating along.
7!
7.
Plus 1, 8.
Hey,
Well, you're fairly certain delicious isn't a species of animal. But it is good jerky.
it is good jerky.
I turn to Amar, like crisscross applesauce, and say, so, what's Amar been up to?
Well, let's see. We went to this place after we left the thing. We stopped at the small town. It was like, Snarl's hometown, right? And so we went there. And so we ended up fighting a bunch of crabs, including a giant crab. I took on 6 crabs by myself.
The crabs.
I only passed out once.
Oh,
Anywho, so after that, we made our way to this town and stuff like that. And, it was alright, Just, well, we got involved with some stuff, mostly fairies. We fought a ghoul. Look, see, it bit me in the shoulder, but I'm okay, don't worry.
Oh.
I'm okay. Fair enough. But yeah, it bit me in the shoulder. We're good. The ghoul's gone now. At least I think it is. It was in a tree stump. We met some fairies and stuff. Kallow is mad horny for the queen fairy, apparently.
of course.
I think, it's... Personally, I don't get what the hype is about. It's just a lady with wings.
Small people like small people. It's a small people thing.
Ah, fair enough. Except the fairy queen is like big.
Oh. Small people things.
Anywho, let's see. We got introduced with the mob.
What?
I accidentally took drugs at one time. I don't remember much of that.
Oh.
But let's see. I was in a fight club. I was a part of a thing. There's like a fight club thing. I was in a big dress. My first ever fight like that, right? It was so much fun, by the way. I won.
How much did you win?
Like $2.
Fair.
And then, what else? What else happened? Oh, okay. At one point, we went to this old mansion place, right? And apparently, there's these 2 guys who were they were turned into ghouls. And we're like, oh no, we have to help them, right? And at one point, we got this pair of gloves, right? See these ones right here? They were cursed or whatever. Don't worry, they're not cursed anymore. I held them into holy water until I passed out. So they're not. I'm fine.
Be more careful with your cursed objects.
It's not cursed
You
anymore.
carry it around with.
We boiled them in holy water.
Still.
We're completely submerged for several minutes.
Several minutes.
So while Amar is telling his updated life story to Geoff.
Yeah.
We're gonna let him do that. What are Blue and Kallow doing?
Yes.
Blue's pretty much just curled into a ball petting me. Like, I don't want to leave this happen.
Can Kallow see where he's going at all? In the fog?
Dark vision.
It is heavily obscured.
Okay.
So, no, you
Okay.
can't see where you're going. You can see things that are adjacent to you, and that's about
Okay, he's like feeling around in the fog. He's like, Blue, are you okay? Blue, the guards are looking for us. They're looking for you.
Why do you think I'm hiding in here? Oh, shit, he knows I'm
What did you do? Why did this happen?
I don't know, man. Just some crazy guy that looked like me, and then he tried to make me give him my clothes. It was weird. I can't even get the words out. It's so crazy.
Okay, so I have something to explain to you. I don't know what he's doing here, but I believe from what I heard Amar say, this Kallow knows this. Right? Yeah, he heard this. That
He overheard.
that thing, that guy, that being, that person, that creature. I believe his name is Geoff, and he is, believe it or not, a dwarf, and he's magical of some sort, and, you know, I don't think he's really harmful, but I don't know now, because that's really scary.
I was just gonna say, where's Vargspindel? He'd probably be slowly making his way
He's behind
towards
the
where
clock.
Yeah.
Is he climbing?
Maybe.
There he is.
I'm going to roll for Vargspindel.
Roll for I'm gonna roll for Vargspindel. I'm gonna use the Vargspindel books bag. You rolled an entire 17 for Vargspindel, whatever that means.
He is a friend of ours. I think. He can be trusted. I think.
I think.
Oh yes, I'm sure. Just like Amar could be trusted.
Oh.
And then he turned around and tried to murder a guy, but then he didn't.
Bad blood.
It's-
So, Vargspindel lost sight of Geoff,
Oh, my baby.
and he decided that he's just going to trust his instincts. He's going to start building a nest between two houses.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No.
That'll be his home.
It's right in the walkway. Good boy.
He lives there now.
Yeah.
You can't.
Some dude's gonna come out of like this house or something.
What?
What a beautiful day.
Freaking pet control. It's gonna be like, does this spider belong to one of you
Yes, it's mine.
adventurers?
It's like, oh, he's coming out of the enchanted forest. Gotta burn that shit down. None of it's coming out. Knocking myself out with a hammer is a devilishly good idea.
It was a funny one.
Kallow will say,
The gods might be disappointed in me because I probably look like I'm going insane to them, but hey, I get my beauty rest.
I don't
All right. So, who's doing what?
Kallow will say,
Oh.
is this fog made by you or Geoff?
Oh, this was me. The guards came and I freaked out.
And what is your plan, man? Because we gotta get one. I think that we should just come clean and explain it's not us and get ourselves out of this pickle.
That is the opposite of coming clean.
It's fine. Amar can just send us to Dracronia with vigor. Everything will be fine.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Ah, someone else that didn't know. I'm glad I'm not the only one having secrets kept from me. Brilliant.
The truth do come out.
Wait, Draconia?
You just assaulted.
That's what.
Yes.
Wait, where?
Okay.
What does that have to do with anything? What is?
So earlier in the woods, when we all split up, I stayed behind. And,
Kallow's still walking
about
around
that
with
from
like
Amar?
his hands outstretched in front of him like a zombie trying to look for Blue. Wait, what?
we were just like pacing back and forth in the fog.
So I'm very confused. So is that Geoff? I wonder. Is that Vigor? Who is this? What is happening?
I don't think it's Vigor. Vigor could never be that handsome.
You're having a conversation.
Which yesterday, or no, it wasn't
Here.
yesterday. It was a couple of hours ago. We were in the woods, and then we all split up, and I got a bad vibe from Amar, so I sent Neve to do some spying, and Amar was like meant to kill Vigor or something.
Wait,
and
shush!
then-
Blue, keep your voice down, man. We can't talk about this out loud. Can Kallow try to finally? I'm gonna try it again. He's gonna try to think really hard if he can just talk with him in his head.
Roll D100.
D100.
There's apparently. How do I fucking? It's 0. Okay, so only 9 frogs apparently.
Oh,
Now you rolled for
I rolled for how
46.
many frogs there are in my dream.
46
Only
frogs. Incredible.
Wait, no, that's what I rolled on a D100.
I know.
Oh.
I know.
Apparently, there's only 9 frogs in my dream. It just looks like a lot. There's a lot of illusions going on.
I'm cool with it being over 50. This is exciting. I'm the build up.
The build-up. So, Kallow. So, Blue, you can barely make out Kallow, but he has a look of very strong concentration on his face. You don't know what that's about. It's not like you can hear his thoughts or anything at the moment.
Wait.
Kallow's trying very hard to send you his thoughts, but doesn't come out this time.
Blue. We need to talk about this, but we have to find somewhere else to talk about it.
Constipated?
Yeah, Kallow lets a little fart out.
100% constipation is annoying, but this shouldn't be the place to go.
I don't want to talk about anything. I just want to go to bed.
So let's
Like,
let's
5 in the
go.
morning.
Let's go. Come on.
What? Now?
Yes, now. Hurry.
There's still an imposter me on the loose. He must be caught and brought to justice and made to pay for his crimes that he did in my name. He cannot sully my good name.
Blue, now.
Fine.
This is town person just walking around.
Go away, you.
don't.
This is my fog cloud.
All right.
This is my fuck.
Can we make a great escape? We're gonna try to make a
Just
great
like-
escape for the inn.
This person is completely grossed out by the fact that they keep stepping on some kind of squishy guts.
Hold on, let me. I want to rotate myself so I look more accurate.
Nice. Historically accurate Snarl.
Historically accurate sleep.
There we go.
Kallow was gonna
We
use
know that is now canonic. You slept on his back.
Kallow's gonna use his last bardic inspiration on Blue for the day, and he's gonna say, "We have to make it into the inn quietly and unseen. Hurry!"
Okay.
If you say so. Blue's just so confused at this point.
You can both roll stealth checks. Make it a group stealth check.
How does the group stealth work again?
So group stealth checks.
Oh!
If
I rolled a natural
half-
one.
group
Oh
16.
my god.
No, I'm doing it finally. I'm finally gonna use my lucky. When a 1 is rolled for an attack ability or save throw, it can be rolled.
Alright.
I'm using my halfling luck. Finally.
Once.
For once, it's the first time I'm using it.
Rolls another one. You can join
That's
me
good.
in the
That's
Roll
okay.
One on Advantage Club.
Can I add my psi knack to this?
Sure. What are you just trying to get back up to your room unnoticed?
Yeah. So I have this new ability, psi knack. I can roll it. I can add a 1d6 to a skill check. You said it's supposed to
go
be
ahead and roll
failed,
it.
but you're saying I should just expend them because we won't know for the narrative. Who knows if it's a failure or not? So Kallow thinks this is an important one. It's up to you though.
Complicated.
Do I add my modifier to this?
Yes.
Okay, I got
Yeah,
a 14 total. I'll just add inspiration for the hell of it. And then a +2 from inspiration.
Nice.
Got 16 total for me.
Okay, so the rolls are?
It's. Can I use the Synac?
Sure.
Cool. Eight, 9, so 16. Also.
All right, so you sneak into the inn. Blue just sort of following Kallow's lead. You like crouch under the bar so that the barkeeper does not see you, and you stealth your way back to your room, as far as you are aware, unnoticed.
Sweet. All right, so I don't know if you want to.
And you walk in on a crime.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. What happens? Actually, I'm gonna go back to Blue's room. Actually, I'm not even gonna go back into Snarl's because Kallow needs to have this conversation with Blue. So he doesn't walk into the crime scene yet, unless Blue wants to walk back with Kallow into his room.
Blue's just following you at this point.
Okay then. So Kallow and Blue, they are in Blue's room. What are Amar and Geoff doing up
First of
there?
all, it's Blue and Amar's room. First of all. It's not just Blue's room. Blue doesn't even use the bed.
I do sometimes.
Okay, once when we slept together.
One time when you pin me in it. Anyway, continue.
You were a very great teddy bear. Anyway, so Marge is like, so, what about you?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I've been in the woods. I added some sticks and I found my spider.
Oh, yeah, Marge
That
Fiddle.
it?
I saw him. We might want to go get him.
He'll find his way back.
Hmm.
So,
Oh.
how are we gonna get down?
Hey,
I was just about to ask.
It is a nice night out,
Can't just sleep here. Come on.
but
can
it'd
we
be
give
fun.
you some lore for what Geoff remembers?
Yes. What does Geoff remember?
Geoff remembers that he's been practicing magic,
Oh yeah, that part.
and he turned himself into a tree.
I did. That's why I have more sticks in my beard.
Wow. Look, this beard is still bark.
Oh, I need to brush that out tomorrow. Wait, when have I brushed my beard?
I was gonna say, you never brush your beard. You just...
It was fun being a tree.
Geoff, how do we get down?
I don't know.
Hang on, let me... Amar opens up his backpack.
I opened mine too.
I have 50 feet of rope.
That would work.
What are we gonna tie it to?
Can we roll investigation on the roof?
Wait, is there a door on the roof? Is there a
Is there a
back?
trapdoor that we just gone through?
Is there a
on the
roof?
roof. Roll for hatch.
Are you rolling?
You
I
roll
know.
for that.
There is not a hatch.
Oh,
Dang it. Is there a window?
is there a window? Is there anything?
Is there like a window, a balcony? Is there
There are some small.
Plus, whoever sneezes.
There's like small windows next to the face of the clock tower. That you could squeeze if you could open them and squeeze through them.
Can Amar be like, Geoff, hold my legs, and then can he lean over the edge?
I have 8 strength.
You'll be fine. Can he knock?
It's
on
not gonna
the
be
window?
fine. You're gonna fall and break all of your bones.
Can he knock on the window?
knock on the window.
Just polite.
Hello, who's
It's
there?
like, excuse me, old man, clockman. Me and my friend have gotten stuck on your roof. I am terribly sorry, but may we come in?
Jeff, I'm gonna
Can we-
gonna fall if we do that.
Can we use your stairs? Well, we're doing it. Mar's just like,
do you-
quick, Jeff, grab my tail or legs thing. Grab all of them.
All of them. Reluctantly
I
agree.
was gonna try, very carefully lean over. If he can help not putting majority of its weight over the edge, then he will not put majority of its weight. But, you gotta reach the window. Kind
So I roll for strength.
Yes, you'll roll athletics to do. Both of you roll athletics to do this maneuver.
Okay.
5 plus minus 1.
17
Four.
plus 6.
Wait, I'm lucky.
is-
I need to look up what lucky does again.
23.
Wait, this is important.
So Amar gets a very good grip on the top of the clock tower, and he's like, gets himself in position, and Geoff tries to slide down Amar's back and grab a hold of his leg, and he almost does it, except for the grabbing hold of Amar's legs part. I'm gonna need you to make a dex save because you are falling, my friend.
Me or Amar?
Oh, this is so
Just
great.
Geoff.
Oh no! I will, if he falls, I'm going to catch him.
14. Just 14 base.
He's at your feet. You're
One
using your arms to hold on. You're gonna catch him with your tail.
No, hang on, wait. What position do you think we're doing?
Okay, I will
What I thought
draw
we were
what I think is going on here.
No, I'm gonna draw what I think is going on.
Okay then.
And I'm gonna draw what I think is going on.
Let's
Okay,
get this on.
look,
All right.
Here's-
I'm gonna draw a cat.
Here's Jeff.
I was gonna
Alright,
draw a
this
bowl
is
of ramen.
Okay,
So
Jeff.
here is.
Here is the bowl.
No, you see, in my vision, Amar's upside down.
Stop. Stop. Leg. In my vision, Amar is not upside down. So,
The noodles.
See, where Jeff stays on the roof, and he's like at the safety precaution. If Amar loses grip, he's got his legs.
How
Whereas
far did
Amar
I fall?
is like lowering himself, bent over on the edge. I don't know how far down the window is.
okay, so okay, so I got it backwards.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Amar's the one who's leaning over the edge.
Uh
Great.
I think I'd like to use lucky to re-roll my strength check.
Okay,
Do so.
Just mark one tally down, and
I got a 23 on athletics.
so I got a 4 total for strength.
What do you-
So I just roll another d20.
You have the lucky. You have the
I'm
lucky
holding on.
feet,
Fuck!
He has
and you must use the new roll. It says for luck. I think. I actually think you can re-roll the re-roll. To be honest with you, with the lucky feet.
Oh, you choose which d20.
I think you have three luck
I have 3
points.
luck points.
Yeah, it doesn't specifically say you can't re-roll the re-roll. I don't think in Lucky Feet. It's been a while since I read it, but I'm quite sure you can re-roll it. But that's up to Gale too.
You can send and choose. You choose which of the d20s is used.
Yeah.
You don't have to use the new roll. I guess it is unclear whether you can expend more than 1 luck point at a time.
Yeah, it's always one of those things. Like if it doesn't say you can't, because they're so specific.
Sure. Sure. You can
Oh boy, let's roll
more than
again.
1 luck point.
I don't know. That's
we
totally
go.
your call, Gale. I just it's the way I read it. It was
This is
always.
Jeff's
It always
karma for being
confused
mean
me.
This is Jeff's karma for being mean to Blue Sky.
so good.
I mean, Geoff, you did specifically take my bad die, so I mean, you have been using the bad one, haven't you?
We're just gonna leave it at 5 because that's a funny, great, just grand number.
5.
Don't worry, I got a 23. Everything's gonna be okay. Geoff is the backup. You know, if I start slipping, then
What, screaming?
In that case,
trying to lean over the edge without fully relying on Geoff's strength, because I realize he's kind of a dwarf and I am a 300-pound dragon.
alrighty. So roll. So okay, the rolls are reversed. Still though, Geoff, he plants himself squarely. He knows how to stand, but wasn't quite expecting how heavy Amar really is. Loses his grip. Let's get a dex save for Amar.
Alright, sure. It's alright. Dragonborns are like cats. They always land on their feet.
In a second.
Or their heads.
Go ahead.
Oh! Oh no!
Oh no!
A 2.
It's just gonna land on Carl. Oh no! We're gonna kill him.
And frog bits.
This is going wrong.
This is karma. This is karma at work.
That's alright.
Wait, how is Geoff gonna get down?
Long live the king.
I'm just gonna sleep up here, man.
Good question.
Very well.
3, seeking a ruling on falling.
It's 1d10 for every 10 feet. Or 1d6.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry, 1d6 for every 10 feet.
1d6.
I could double check.
All
If I
right.
were raging, I would have that because of bludgeoning damage, but I'm not raging.
Okay then.
Oh wait,
You-
wait. Okay. Can I cast mage armor on Amar?
No, it's only on self.
It's only-
Yeah.
You touch a willing creature who isn't wearing armor.
You're not touching him.
Darn.
He's falling.
At this point,
Darn. He's gone. Yeah, he's
Amar
already
is
at
already in the air.
Oh my god.
So, I guess we're gonna see how much health Stevie has.
Oh no!
Yes!
Oh no! I don't want to fall on Stevie.
By
Can I
Stevie
try not
Wonder.
to? Can I try not to fall on Stevie? Can I just like? Does it take shouting? Like, oh no! Look out!
Oh!
Incoming!
Oh god, timber!
Oh god!
Well,
Look out! Get out of the way! I
Alrighty.
slipped.
so as you're falling, Stevie, he gets just enough warning that you don't just squash him into the ground. But it's like he looks up right in time for just like Amar spiraling through the air. He takes a Dragonborn foot to the face.
Ah.
And he can enjoy himself.
Oh no!
A good 6 damage.
And how much damage does Amar take?
And Amar, falling flat on his face, and enjoy a nice, solid 15 falling damage.
Oh, he's alive!
He's still alive.
How many hit points? 2?
You have 2 left.
2 left.
Yeah.
Right?
Not even close.
Not even close, baby.
Amar's like, sorry. I'm really sorry. Are you okay? It's like, oh my god, are you okay?
So Stevie is like, he's like doubled over, like clutching at his face.
I'm
It's
so
like-
sorry.
Oh.
Do you need to go to the hospital? If you look at Amar, he clearly needs to go to the hospital.
Do you need to go to the hospital, sir?
Sir, are you okay?
I'm gonna say Amar is dazed. He just fell almost to his death. So
Yeah,
you're
fell
gonna be
3
thrown for a
stories.
minute.
He was only able to say, "I'm so sorry." And then he's just so
Passed out.
Um,
Hey, now we're passed out buddies together.
Amar has a concussion, gets amnesia.
Who are you?
Are you guys my dads?
Oh, great!
What?
Because now, if he has amnesia, he's gonna base his dragon heritage off of his breath weapon and forget that he's what kind of dragon he is.
I'm all the dragons, every last one.
so Carlos, he looks at you, and he looks up at the clock tower, and he looks back to you, and he's like, "What in the blazes?"
Should I roll for temporary amnesia?
Please don't.
Okay, I won. I said temporary.
I don't even know if temporary amnesia is a thing.
It is now.
I think it's an insanity thing.
Yeah, I believe it is.
Because I don't know of a way that you can bonk your head in such a way that just, like, for like 30 minutes you just don't remember anything, but then you remember right after.
That's a thing in real life. What do you?
Well, I don't know.
Temporary amnesia is an actual thing. It's the most common type of amnesia.
Sure, roll for it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Sure. So straight D20.
It's cocked. And
Yep, that's cocked.
five.
I just want you guys to know that Loki's in chat was joking about the last time that we tried to kill ourselves when you pulled me into the water from the dock. And we got killed when we got attacked by the crabs. And then he was like, meanwhile, one of the other party members fell asleep in the bushes. And I was like, yeah, that's the same party member who just knocked himself out with a hammer. Oh.
Nothing can stop Snarl. He wants to sleep.
And our own
I am
death.
going to sleep, and you are going to appreciate that.
So, Amar is disoriented. Quite heavily so. So, what
He's probably on the ground.
the fuck
I
is
don't know.
Carlos gonna do? A dragon man just fell out of the sky.
It's raining more lizards.
I don't know how to lay Amar down, but he's probably still on.
What is Geoff doing? Is he like,
Geoff has been watching this entire thing. He's kind of got this funny smile on his face, but he's worried at the same time.
He sees Amar breathe, and he's like, "Oh, phew."
Carlos? He looks up at the clock tower, and he
Or
kind
set of
of
eyes.
squints over. And he sees a beard.
Uh-oh.
It's the wizard.
He's
I just scamper back a little.
Maybe
my
he-
beard's still hanging over the.
what is that festival that's coming? Gail? The pork festival or something? Didn't you?
Summer.
Yeah, maybe he thinks he's the like Santa Claus of that festival.
No, he's like Krampus.
Yeah,
He thinks he's
Krampus.
It's Krampus.
So Carlos is like, you just stay there.
Huh?
Yeah,
Gee, are you okay? And he's like,
Stevie also has amnesia. Oh, so what's the ruling? Does a 5 mean I have 5 minutes of amnesia, or
5 days of amnesia.
I rolled for amnesia. I got a 5. What does it mean?
You are currently disoriented. You're in you have been bonked hard enough that you will have trouble giving people your name for the next 5 minutes.
Who am I?
Yep.
see. What is the protocol? I have no idea.
Oh, that just means that Stevie and Carlos also don't know the protocol for what happens when a Dragonborn falls from the sky.
I don't think there is
And when there's a
any.
man on top of the clock tower.
That's me.
So it looks like Turin is going to have an even worse night. Because they're going straight to the boss.
Ooh, piece of
I'm
candy.
just gonna leave him.
One last piece of that brownie.
You have to fight
Thing.
the entirety of the mob.
So
My coupon food.
Carlos is like, you, stay there.
What? Okay.
Geoff just gonna decide to take a nice little short rest on the clock tower. Let that cool air wash over
Just
his
fell
face.
asleep.
Nothing much to do. Why not sleep?
They can't even easily get on top of the clock tower. They don't do this.
Or
Oh.
should it be?
Yeah. So, very shortly, a familiar figure comes
Oh
out.
my god, this is gonna get so bad.
Who is this?
Amar's like, blue. I know.
So, Blue, he walks up to you,
I don't have any more dumplings.
and he speaks to you. He attempts to, like, get information from you. Do you speak Primordial?
No. I speak Common, Draconic, and Elvish.
What a combo.
Amar's just like, I'm sorry, I don't have any more dumplings.
He
I
speaks
failed
to
you, Blue.
He speaks
I
to you
failed you.
in. He next tries to ask, what are you doing? After Primordial, he tries Sylvan.
Yes, nope, still not good.
After that, he tries Abyssal.
Nope.
After that, he tries Draconic.
Whoa!
That sounds.
I know those sounds.
It's a very weird accent for Draconic, because he mostly just speaks in the howls and like little puffs of air.
It's weird
But you
because
kind of get the gist of what he's saying. And the gist is basically, yo, what the fuck, man?
I fell.
I fell.
And he looks up. He's like, he points. Companion?
Friend,
Friend.
he came back. Stuck on the roof, dude.
He like lifts a sleeve as if to indicate, just hold it here for a moment.
Oh no.
Okay.
And then he starts to fly up the clock tower.
What?
What?
He's taking a short rest, so he's none
You
the
get
wiser.
a good solid look under his robe.
Oh,
He
I'm
doesn't appear
asleep.
to have any legs.
There's no legs.
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
asleep right now.
Goes up into the darkness.
I'm like taking a short rest. I'm just hanging out. I'm just
Yeah.
resting my eyes. Just resting my
So
eyes.
Blue jostles you briefly, but not hard
Yeah.
enough to knock you over or anything.
What do I see when I open my eyes?
So he like tries to give you a sign language thing where it's like, you belong down there, come with me into my arms, and we will go down there. You hear me?
Jeff being none the wiser
Oh, he
starts
is coming to
talking
save
at
the
him
day.
in common. What are you doing? How did you get up here? I'm sleeping.
So you ask how, and
How?
he just puts a sleeve up to his mouth in a motion. Like, that's a secret.
Oh. Where are we going, little blue man?
This is chaos.
We're going down.
Down. Damn.
Okay.
Points down.
Geoff goes back to closing his eyes. He's ready to be taken back.
He'd be taken into the void. He'd be like,
Jeff
okay,
just
here
thinks
we
he's
go.
being murdered.
Being
He's
taken
fine.
straight to hell.
Weepy!
How heavy is Geoff, by the way?
Oh, geez. I think he was like 1...
1 pound. Only 1
Yes,
pound.
he's 1 pound. He's the heaviest known dwarf in all of dwarfism.
Oh,
Wow, all dwarfism.
Good. Let me find
it
the
is
old...
null.
Let me
There you
find
go.
the other one.
His weight is null.
I'm weightless. I've won the game. Save objects. Geoff 3. Give it a second. Give it a second. Uh-huh.
Guys, I'm just gonna take a quick restroom break.
Uh-huh.
I'll be right back.
Let's call him 180 pounds.
180 pounds.
It's 3'5".
Isn't that as heavy as Snarl?
I don't know. I need to look up dwarf.
Oh no.
stuff.
No, that
Snarl
makes
is for reference, Snarl is 220 pounds.
22. That's elf. I want dwarf. It's halfling. You lied to me, monster man. Ding.
So he wraps the sleeves around you and sort of hefts you like an oversized bowling ball. You can feel his arms under his sleeves are surprisingly liquid, as
Ooh.
though his arms are wiggly or tentacly.
Nice. Let's call him 150. That'll be good.
how do I rotate Amar so he's laying down? I've never. You guys keep doing things like that, and I just don't know.
Pick him up,
Oh.
all feet. Clap. All right.
Perfect.
So, blue. Blue.
Blue.
He will take you down.
Fake blue.
Fake blue or fake blue? Because there's two of them now.
Well, I mean, he's a real blue.
But it's not the blue. Or is he? I open my eyes because since we've finished our landing, give him a nice nod.
He gives you a brief scolding motion, and then walks right past you.
Wait, blue! Amar's like, blue. Wait. He's like, hang on. And he rolls over and gets his backpack. He's like, where is it? Ah, he pulls out a piece of artisanal drink. Blue, I don't have dumpling. I have jerky. he holds it up to.
Jerky.
Last time he saw Blue, he gave him dumplings. All right, he's just gotta
It's
feed
the
it back.
tradition now.
He will consider your jerky.
It's artisanal. I don't know.
He
I have poisonous cheese. I don't think you want it though.
takes it. He sniffs it first, and then, just like the dumplings, he nods and gives a little bow, and then turns to leave again. That. Okay. So here you are.
gonna walk
Okay, so while
Yeah.
that was happening, Kallow and Blue doing Kallow and Blue things.
Jimmy is away right now.
Not back yet.
All
Okay.
right.
I guess I'll look at Amar.
Amar looks at you.
I mean, quick dream update. There's still frogs. Oh my god,
There's-
there's so many frogs.
There's so
9
many
frogs.
There's like really big frogs, really small frogs.
What about the medium size?
Amar's gonna look at Geoff and just be like, you know, Coughs up some blood.
Oh,
I think that went all right.
Geoff, with a rather confused look on his face, says, "Yeah,
I am back.
it was okay."
Amar
Welcome back.
gives him a thumbs up.
We'll come back to you.
So,
Alright.
Probably move on then.
Yep.
all right. Moving on. Well, I'm blue.
So I guess so. We walk into Blue's room. You said, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Sounds good to me. Well, he was following me, but Kallow would probably think that that's where he would want to go. So. So he walks in there and he can Kallow close the door behind him, and he says to Blue, he's like, Blue, I don't know what you just said to me, but you just dropped a lot of information in a very short amount of time, and there's some chaos going on. Can you please explain to me in a little bit more detail what the hell you're talking about?
Well, it's pretty simple when you get down to it. Amar was talking to Vigor, and then he said to Vigor, "Hey, I was supposed to kill you, but I'm not going to. Here's a ticket to Draconia. Bye." And then Vigor left.
As you say this to Kallow, his eyes are just slowly getting wider and wider. He's like, oh my god, oh my god. And he starts pacing back and forth. He was like, I
just want to know why no one tells me things.
Oh, well, that is a really good point. So, well, to be quite honest with you, I wasn't not telling you, I was not telling Snarl. Because I didn't want
Wait, you mean you knew this?
Well, I was the one who was this. Okay, wait, so Blue, I was the one who was supposed to kill Vigor.
What? Why are we killing Vigor?
I don't know. The boss man, Torin, the one who protects my family, the one who runs this town. He just assigned me this mission, and I didn't want to do it. I knew I couldn't do it. And Amar was like, don't worry, buddy. I got this. You know how he says that thing, right?
Yeah, she says that quite a lot, actually.
It's almost like it's catch or something.
Just add to this, you're unconscious or something.
Excuse you, I am subconscious, Amar. I am here.
Everywhere.
I am here. Hello. You know, my real life version just fell off the building.
Walk it off.
He's trying. He may have broken a leg, though.
Kallow says, wait, so who else knows about this?
As far as I know, just Amar.
Okay,
And Vigor.
we can't, Blue, we can't tell anyone. The reason why I didn't tell you, because I just don't want these things leaving my mouth, man. It's not against you, it's just like, I don't know, I don't even want to think about it. Just coming to the terms with the fact that I was assigned to kill someone who I kind of think is a friend. What's freaking me out? And I didn't want you to judge me. I don't want to be in this family. I love my family, but I don't want to be in, like, the crime part.
Wait, there's crimes involved? You mentioned crimes. Oh, I guess murder is a crime. Ignore me, carry on.
Blue, I can't speak on behalf of all of us, but I'm sorry. I didn't want you to pass judgment. I didn't want you to think that I'm a criminal, that I'm a murderer. But if
you're a murderer?
No, that's the point. But you see how you just reacted there? That's exactly what I didn't want.
So you are a murderer or you aren't a murderer?
I don't know. I don't want to be. But
that's what a murderer would say.
Blue, if I don't listen to these people, this whole inn can go under. They'd hold my family's lives. And he starts pacing again. He's like, they'd hold their lives in jeopardy. They would do something. We can't let this information out. Vigor's supposed to be dead. If we can't even tell. We're in a pickle, man.
We? As far as I'm concerned, I'm not involved in this. I wasn't even told about it from the beginning. I just got nosy.
Yeah, but now you do know. And if you hide the truth, Which, right? You're gonna hide the truth, right? Right?
I like to think Amar and Geoff are slowly hobbling towards the end.
I'm just like helping Amar along. Amar's leading the way though. I don't know where I'm going.
Amar is trying to lean on Geoff, but because Geoff is so short, it's hard. It's not really working out.
So if you don't hide the truth, then like I'm probably dead, man.
Have you considered, instead of you becoming the dad, having them become the dad?
Killing my own family? What are you even trying to say?
Oh, I guess that does go against the whole not being a murderer.
Oh, you probably mean killing like that old man, right?
Which one? There's many around.
I don't know. This is beyond me, dude. I just want to get out of this town. This is exactly why I didn't want to stay here.
You mean the old man with the fakey version of me? But not the fake version of me that I saw earlier tonight. The other fake version of me that just has the same name but sounds very similar.
Yeah, not that old man. The other old man. The old man that was the old man that was before the old man that's the old man now.
There's how many old men are in this village?
No, this is an old village.
This is the Florida
Is this a
village.
care home?
Yeah.
This is actually a retirement.
Yeah.
This is retirement. Just hobble. We open the door for the inn. Ding, ding.
Where are we?
This is the inn. We can go to my room. Well, me and Blue. This way.
Guys get
Freaking
rooms?
The barkeep is just probably seen. This man is pretty much dead.
Does Amar have to roll for bunk while on death's door?
I think he's kind of hunched over, so I don't think so. He's hunched over, so he doesn't have.
Okay, hear me out. Do it anyway.
Okay, there we go.
Funny.
He bonks his head on the side of the door.
Ah!
It's like a DC 10 or whatever. 17, no bonk.
Wow.
The one good roll.
He's okay.
Alrighty. So, the barkeep is a different barkeep. He's just getting ready for the breakfast crowd.
Oh no, no. Means he doesn't have the message.
I don't think it matters.
True.
Alrighty, so Amar and Geoff go to Amar and Blue room. Yeet.
Go gadget room?
Yep, we're just kind of slowly shoveling. We're probably making this barkeep very unhappy. A little bit of a trail of blood here. So I was like, sorry, and then he coughs again.
Oh, blood everywhere.
No, it's fine. It's mostly internal injuries.
It really is, but you know, you still cough up blood. And he's like, he's got his hand over, he's trying to like prevent it from getting all over
Out of
everything.
sight, out of
Like, I'm
mind.
sorry.
Jeff offers up a massive winter blanket to help with the coughing of the blood.
This is too big, Geoff. I can't
Oh.
carry it.
Okay.
Alright,
Anywho, so they're still making their way upstairs.
alright. So, back to Kallow and Blue.
Are you saying anything at this point, Blue?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Probably just like looking kind of pensive for the time being. Thoughtful.
Pen.
Blue, I hope you understand. I hope you understand that what's happened and why it's transpired, and that it wasn't meant to be offensive to you. But if Snarl knew that I was going to try to kill him, if Snarl knew that Amar was going to try to kill him, Snarl probably would have killed us. He wouldn't have done it.
We're trying to kill Snarl now?
No, Snarl's like, he's a good guy. And he just wants the best for
Why are
us.
we trying to kill him?
Because we make bad decisions. I make bad decisions.
We're killing Snarl because you made bad decisions.
No, we're not killing Snarl. We were supposed to kill Vigor. But we didn't kill Vigor, and now we're in trouble. Wait! And
This isn't a wee thing. I am not involved in killing Vigor. I refuse.
Kallow, he says, wait, and then he uses prestidigitation to make a lantern appear above his head. An image of a lantern. He's like, but wait! Bling! Something that I didn't even think of is that we weren't supposed to kill Vigor. Well, I mean, we were supposed to, but we didn't have to. And I haven't told Torin that we did or didn't. So maybe I could tell Torin that I just didn't do it. Oh, but I don't know what that'll mean for my family. If I'm a disappointment, which I'm a disappointment, we're gonna be a disappointment.
Blue's just watching Kallow pace with like a really unamused expression. He's like, you could just kill him.
We're in the hallway.
Yeah, we can just hit the bantering lightly.
We're in the hallway. Amar's like, is Kallow in our room?
Amar, what's that? Our room? I don't have a room.
No, yeah, I mean me and Blue's room. You can chill in our room if you want.
Okay. I'll just sleep outside.
Amar, what have I told you about bringing homeless people into the room?
This is Geoff. And also, they haven't reached there yet.
No, we're outside.
We're in the hallway.
Does Blue know that it was Geoff?
Why don't we call this the room and then we have the hallway here?
I mean, Amar did run at him saying Geoff, and then he turned into away with Amar, so I'm assuming yes.
Yes. This is the same man who flew off with your Dragonborn party member.
Who is now coming back pretty much dead.
Blue throws a punch at him.
We're not there
Amar
yet.
Or Geoff?
I thought you just came in the room.
No, we haven't. We're in the hallway. We're like halfway down the hallway.
Okay, never mind.
You can probably hear us coming because Amar is coughing up blood every now and again.
Okay, yeah, Kallow's like, shh, someone's coming.
I'm gonna get behind Amar, because I'm just gonna stand behind Amar.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Blue, I'm hearing what you're saying, but before they get here, I just want you to know that I'm not in a position to like completely upturn what's going on in this town. I feel like it's beyond me.
Why not?
We'll just leave it as be.
No, Importer, your butt is a wall.
But I'll hear you out, man. We'll talk about this another time.
Okay.
What is?
And then Amar enters the room.
Oh, hey!
Basically looking like a corpse. Huh? Oh, hey, Kallow. Why are you in my room? Or our room?
I mean, technically it's my room.
Kallow, this is not your room.
Well, my family owns the inn.
Hello. What are you doing here? Did you wander into the wrong room again, you little scamp?
Yeah, oops, sorry, my bad.
Alright, bye.
Amar, you look like shit, man. Geoff, what the hell?
I fell in the building.
I'm a big smile like, hi, Kallow.
Good to see you, buddy. But, listen, man, no terrorism in this town, please. You're making us look bad.
Oh, terrorism? I just flew around. I'm no terrorist.
You dropped me off a
Basically
building
terrorism, asshole.
on accident.
I'll make way for Blue. Fucking, I almost called you Blue. For Kallow to move by.
Yeah,
Hi, Blue.
That's
How
you guys
are
in.
you?
You.
Sleep.
Blue,
Uh,
you're free.
Okay.
Amar's gonna go over to the bed and just kind of fall onto the
Under
bed.
the bed.
Oh, and he's dead.
Is he dead? You better check for a pulse.
okay.
I'm not risking getting set on fire.
Why would he get set? Why would they set him on fire?
I don't know, you have a concussion, you can do anything.
So concussions give you superpowers?
Dude, no way.
You can breathe
I
fire
need-
normally, you just need superpowers to do it.
I need one of those.
Freaking.
Wait, Amar, why is this homeless person in our room?
Huh?
Wait, no,
Oh,
you were me a minute ago, you bastard!
How dare you have no evidence?
Blue, this is Geoff. Geoff is a friend. Please.
Amar
post
ran at you yelling
name.
Jeff earlier, but you were me.
No, I'm me. I'm not
No, you
you're
were me, and now you're you.
No,
But
I've been
before
me
you
the
were
entire
me.
time.
Now I'm me. No, we're not doing this again.
Amar does not want these guys to argue. Can you just kind of drag them and flop down on the bed with it? Pinning them with both of his arms or whatever. But they're just like not talking to each other. He's like, stop.
Stop.
Blue just starts like flailing and kicking, trying to hit him. Like, no, let me go. Let me go.
Jeff's just standing there just
He's cool, man. He's cool.
arms
He's cool.
crossed.
Amar's like,
No one's allowed to steal my face. Come here.
no. Amar's like, no, he's holding you there. He may have 2 HP, but he still has all the strength.
He's just got the
Even
body
on a
mass.
-3, I'm going to make a strength roll to try and escape from Amar and punch
I will also
fucking Geoff.
do a strength roll.
You don't need a -3 if you just believe.
I got a 4 plus 6,
Oh,
so 10.
I got
You
a
have to-
14 -3, so an 11. Yes.
Amar's just, you barely managed to escape from underneath Amar's arm.
Free from the oppression.
the impression of the brass beast.
Blue, no.
Blue just swings for a punch at Geoff.
Jeff's just gonna stand there and take it. He's not a baby. Roll for damage.
I think it's just a 1, isn't it, on an unarmed strike?
Oh my blood!
I don't see it or anything.
It's 1 plus your strength mod, so it's negative.
You're healing me by the second. I'm becoming all powerful.
It's just
Unarmed
0.
strikes are finesse weapons.
Or your dexterity. Or dexterity. You could use dexterity instead.
Victory.
So 3, so 4.
Take 4 damage.
Can Amar just push Blue off the bed? Like, if you're not gonna, like, quietly get out of the bed.
That's for stealing my face. You didn't really do anything else. So I'll let you off the hook this time.
Amar's, like, face down on the bed, so he's just gonna use his tail to just push Blue off the bed. Just, like, smack. Get out of
But
here.
let me tell you, if you try anything like that again,
So, Geoff, it's good to see you back, man. Are you staying here now? Are you gonna, like, hang?
Currently pinned underneath Amar's
I know, he's just talking to him regular.
Oh no!
Well, I really have to get some sleep. Amar, I will talk to you tomorrow. Geoff, I hope I see you tomorrow. Blue, much love, my man. He walks out and he's gonna go to his room.
You know, now that Amar's not trying to hold Blue too, he's just gonna roll over and just grab Geoff with both arms. Teddy.
Geoff accepts his fate and just closes his eyes.
Sleep time.
he just like pulls away and then goes and sits in the corner to meditate.
There's absolutely nothing he can
Oh, and
do.
then he falls off the building.
Ha!
So that's what it feels like.
To what?
Fall off a building. Oh, now you know what it feels like. Haha. Fall off a building, asshole.
Alright.
Sleep.
Alright. Well,
So, what happens when Kallow walks into the room?
Snarl.
I'm out cold.
everybody's
With a
asleep,
smile on my
Kallow.
face.
Yeah, but Snarl knocked himself out with a hammer. Does Kallow?
Okay, well, he's not doing anything.
I'm.
Kallow walks in and see.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
on the floor.
That's what I'm asking. What is the scene like?
Well, basically, like I had knocked myself out with a hammer, so I'm probably lying sprawled out on the floor with a dopey smile on my face, and there's a hammer nearby. Probably not in my hand, it's fallen out, but nearby.
Kallow is gonna run up to Snarl. Can I roll a quick investigation check so I could figure out what actually happened here? Like quickly?
Sure.
Okay.
Hold on, I could be
So
funny now.
I could figure out how he reacts to it. Exactly. So, I want to know. This looks suspicious.
I was doing tests in the lab.
So Kallow's first thing that he says, he's like, "There's been a murder," and he runs into the room.
There's been a murder.
Oh my god.
He rolls a 12 plus investigation 13, 14. He's like, "We need an emergency meeting."
Hey, Kallow, what's this about? Oh my god, murder!
There's been a murder. It wasn't me, Blue. I was with you. We didn't. What happened?
Oh no, bro, there's that one point you left. You could have murdered him.
Kallow's gonna check to see if Snarl's still alive.
Jeff's just gonna like sit in the doorway and watch.
Jeff, did you do this?
No, I was outside the entire time.
How do we know? I didn't see you there. Blue, can you?
Do you think I can
Unfortunately,
use a
I'm
hammer?
out cold. Unfortunately, I'm out cold, so I can't do anything. But if I could, I would totally try to pretend I'm dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just wanted to ask if the dream of frog potion was working on him, and now he's dead.
Can we check to see if he's alive?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
You may roll a medicine check.
Okay.
It's the hobo.
What is the result of the investigation check? Like, what does Kallow determine from that? Out of 14.
So he has. So there's a hammer next to him, and there is a roughly hammerhead-shaped bruise on his forehead.
I rolled a natural one. I'm not going to use my lucky on this one. It's just for the funnies.
Please, I want this. I want to be.
Oh.
Fun. This is good roleplay.
Natural one on a medicine check. You take a look. He still looks like a half-orc. Or does he? Actually, you're not even sure of that anymore. You don't know what's going on. It's all very frightening.
Jeff pushes Kallow aside and says, "Let me see this thing."
I think he's
Jeff
dead.
escaped from Amar's grasp.
Jeff, I can't. No, Jeff. Kallow actually pushes his hands in front of Jeff. He's like, no, because I can't tell if you were the one who killed him.
Well, I just want to see if he's alive.
But what if you want to kill him further?
And conjures some bandages in his hand and starts wrapping them around his head.
Well, that's not going to do anything if he's dead.
It'll make me feel better about him being dead.
If you imagine that him being dead.
Might as well make him look pretty for the funeral.
Why would you do this, Jeff? We were your friends.
I didn't do it. I was on the bell tower with Amar.
You're always the homeless person in movies, I think. Right, what's a movie? Ah!
I was on the clock tower with Amar, and then he fell.
We need proof.
Yes,
I have to.
I saw him run through electrical.
If you're telling the truth, we have to go get Amar and see if he can.
Wake Amar. Amar's
Oh,
dead.
why don't you want me to wake him, huh? You're probably
Because if
guilty
you wake
because
him,
you
Amar
know
will
he's going to tell us the
probably die.
truth.
I was also dead. He's on a killing spree. He's on a rampage.
I just walk out of the room and down the stairs back outside.
He's on the run.
No.
Killer on the loose.
I'm just walking at like a leisurely 10 feet a second, just walking down the street.
Kallow's going to run up behind him. He's like, hey, man, you can't kill my friends.
Hello, I didn't kill anyone. Please.
Why are you leaving? Why can't I talk to Amar? What are you hiding?
Nothing. Amar's like nearly dead because he fell off this. I start walking over here. Clock tower. Do you see the imprint in the ground? Of course you do.
Can he? I wanna.
Is there an imprint in the ground? Is it paved stone or gravel?
It's
What kind of rock is
so there's a little blood stain. Overall, it's cobblestone. There's maybe a slight deformation. It's hard to tell.
Is this
See?
Snarl's blood?
No! Snarl's been in his room the entire evening.
But how do you know that?
I haven't seen him.
Sounds like you're making everyone's decisions for them, Snarl. I mean, Jeff.
I just want to sleep. You know what? I'm gonna go to sleep right now. Jeff closes his eyes, pulls out his big winter blanket, and sleeps on the cobbled pavement.
In Amar's blood.
And Amar's, it's a nice little pool of blood.
I mean, hey, it's draconian blood. It's probably warm, right?
Probably nice and warm.
Fire in his blood, right? Right? Is that how it works?
Blue, what are you doing now at this
Kallow
point?
killed the murderer.
Yeah.
I'm asleep. I'm all cozy under a blankie.
Yeah, Blue. What are you doing now with because I saw you walked into Amar's room. Or your room?
Yeah, he's conjured some more bandages and just.
Oh, okay.
on the visible room.
Visible. There's so many. There's so many.
He like had to pick some frog guts out of a couple of cuts, but other than that, it was just.
Okay. I am. Kallow's like, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. He takes out his pan flute and he's gonna cast it. Disguise self on himself to make himself look like Geoff. Says make yourself, including your clothing, armor, weapons, and other belongings on your person, look differently until the spell ends or until you use an action to dismiss it. You can seem a foot shorter, taller, appear thin, fat, or in between. You can't change his body type, but you must adopt a form. It's the same basic arrangement and limbs. So basically, I'm going to try to make myself look as much as Geoff as I can.
Yeah, I'm 3'5", so if you just add a foot or two,
Yeah.
fine.
We got this.
Oh my god, the murderer got Kallow as well!
Yes! It's been me the entire time.
Oh god.
Kallow says to Blue, I'm going to go check to see if I was really where I say I was.
You're gonna do no such thing, you murder. Yeah, you get back here. Where'd you
Wait,
go?
I'm gonna go talk to Amar. So,
You're going nowhere near Amar, you murderer.
it was obviously, this is not me. I'm Kallow. Wait, I'm Kallow. I can just talk
That's what a
normal.
murderer would say. Kallow.
Go look under those blankets, man. Kallow's gonna try to run away from Blue. Wait, didn't you see me cast detect magic? I mean, you saw me cast disguise self.
Who's just dumb? He already had one man hiding as him. It could have been like in his mind. It could have been Geoff hiding as you. The whole
Yeah,
time
plot
or
twist. It
something.
was the barkeeper the whole time.
Cast it on you. Geoff was Kallow the whole time or something. I don't know.
Kallow's gonna run into Amar's room and shake Amar. Should I wake him up? But he still kind of looks like Kallow.
Just freaking like groans and agony. You just shook a bunch of people.
He goes, hey Amar, I just have a question. Did I kill Snarl?
What? No. Oh god. What do you want?
Where was I?
A single finger.
Hold on.
What do you mean?
Snarl's injury on his head with the bruises. He gives it a big hard push.
Jeff's gonna wake on back.
What?
The last part again, you went muffled.
Yeah.
Muffled.
Yeah.
Blue takes like a single finger and just puts it on Snarl's forehead and pushes down on his bruise.
Oh.
Kallow goes, where was I the morning on the 13th of Mertrul?
Is that today?
Yes. What happened between the clock tower and here?
I fell.
No, with me. Where was I doing?
You were still up there. Blue got you down.
Blue? Blue got me down. Why wouldn't he tell me?
Yes, you called, hello? What?
Blue, you got me down from the clock tower?
What? No, I didn't. I was in here with you the whole time.
Which means Amar's lying. Amar, did you kill Snarl?
Amar's just doing great.
I'm still living
Great
foggy. Are we
amount
meant to
of
be
pain.
killing Snarl?
Nobody's telling the truth around here, including me, because I'm not really Geoff.
What? No.
He goes, I'm Kallow.
Agony.
I'm Kallow.
Amar's like, you guys don't shut up. I'm going to kill you. Go away.
Oh, kill us like you killed Snarl?
Just another one to the body count, eh, Mr. Murderer?
I would like to rage.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm sleeping with Snarl's body tonight. Good night.
Just kind of, you just like freaking Amar's just like just grabs Kallow by his shirt or whatever, looks him dead in the eye with like, his very tired, very beat up everything. And he's like, Kallow, I swear to whatever is out there, if you don't leave, be quiet and go to bed right now. I will put you to sleep myself.
Not surprised. Yeah, just like you wouldn't do with Vigor.
I thought we weren't talking about that.
Well, now everything's going haywire.
I think Amar's gonna try. Amar will try and knock out Kallow, by the way. But he doesn't stop it. Amar's like, one more.
Am I the good cop and you're the bad cop?
Amar's just like, Kallow. I'm trying to sleep, Kallow, and you just reopened 90% of my wound.
Why doesn't anyone care that Snarl's dead?
He's not dead.
I'm pretty sure he's dead. I just checked.
In the corpse.
You know what? Amar's gonna walk in there, and he's gonna go look at it. And he's gonna look, and he's gonna roll what? Medicine?
When Kallow,
he's gonna freaking roll medicine.
when Kallow walks past Geoff, he's gonna bring his fingers to his eyes and then point at Geoff.
Let me tell you, Amar knows injuries. You suffer from enough injuries, you'll learn which ones are fatal and which ones aren't.
No worries, Jossie. Welcome back to this chaos.
Wait, medicine plus 0. 5.
What does Amar see?
What does Amar see? He's just looking at it. And he's like, Amar doesn't even really care. He's just like, he just looks, pretends like he's like doing the whole thing, and he's like,
So as you're watching over Snarl, he grumbles a bit and turns on his side.
Not dead.
What? Kallow just brings his palms to his head.
I
don't know. This could be an elaborate ploy. We've seen plenty of undead around here.
I'm just looking at
Maybe Snarl's just joined them.
grin.
I think like Snarl at some point mutters something about like, he just mutters frogs, and that's it.
Oh, it did work. Fantastic. Well, I learned all I needed to learn. Good night.
Oh, good night, Blue.
Back in the room.
Hey, Geoff.
Goes to meditate.
Geoff, I'm sorry.
Our feelings, Kallow.
I know I accused you of being a murderer, but I think we can put that past us.
You should really be apologizing to Amar. Goodness gracious, you just put him through extreme agony. You're lucky Amar didn't just deck you immediately. We started shaking it.
Wake up!
Which would have made Kallow even more suspicious.
Kallow, please be more empathetic.
Kallow is going to cast. He's gonna cast Healing Word on Snarl, and then walk into Amar's room and cast Healing Word on Amar.
Amar's still back asleep. Go ahead, dude.
All right. Roll for healing.
Okay.
And for the love of God, go to sleep.
Snarl's is
At least now you won't be sleeping with a corpse.
4.
Yeah.
And Amar's is
So I can
5.
Yeah. 7.
He's got 7 HP now. He could stick his hand in a boiling pot of water for at least 2 minutes.
Oh, I have an idea. Can I cast Enlarge Shrink on a wound?
Oh.
To make the cut smaller.
You
cannot.
try,
It's like-
it backfires, and makes the cut larger.
Yeah.
You can try, but
Go ahead, try. It'd be funny. Whatever the result, it'll be funny. So you should
funny.
try. Come on.
Oh, yeah, fine. Blue is going to spend Ocelot to attempt to use shrink some of Amar's wounds specifically.
Amar Amar is unconscious, so he can't save or anything against that. So it just
Can
happened.
Geoff take notice of this casting and
Very, very spitefully throws like a bit of dust onto the runes because last time he tried this, Amar resisted in his sleep. So he's very, like, he's not gentle and he's just throwing dust.
Geoff's gonna walk over to Blue and say,
Throwing dust into an open wound?
Yes.
Don't worry about it. Amar's fine.
"You don't want to do this."
Reduce.
I bet you didn't want to murder them, Mr. Murder Man.
Wait.
Tell them I was a clock tower.
Okay.
Stuck up there.
That's what a
So-
murderer would say.
The way this is written,
It's gonna
the
make-
target has to be unwilling to make a con save. If you are unconscious, you are not awake enough to be unwilling, so I will rule that as no save.
Dude, you're gonna like blow up this entire bar.
So, does that mean Amar just strength?
Oh,
Blue,
it's a strength. I'm enlarged.
he works his magic. He's like, I'm just gonna shrink this wound here. And the wound, it does shrink. But then it goes back to its normal proportional size, and then
Ooh.
all of Amar starts to shrink.
I'm a surgeon.
You're not a surgeon. You're a madman.
I'm not a murderer.
I'm not a murderer either.
I'm not a
Yeah, that's
murderer.
what a murderer would say.
Hell-
That's also what a murderer would say. No, I don't trust you.
Let me stab you.
All
We
right,
have 2 paranoid spellcasters in the party now.
you have a 3.5-foot Amar. Happy?
Oh my god, Mini Amar.
Mini Amar.
You just
But
like
only for,
bubbles
what, a
Amar
minute?
up.
Yeah,
Yeah, for like a minute. Proportionally, now they're smaller wounds, right?
but imagine the pain when he wakes up and they're all bigger.
No, but they bleed less because they're smaller. I think.
There's less blood in the body. It's the same thing.
Well, good night. Then Blue goes back to meditating.
Okay. Oh.
So, Geoff, it's good to see you, buddy.
See you, Kallow. Mini Amar.
Small.
I guess now would be a weird time to offer you pie. Okay, good night. And Kallow's gonna go back to his room.
And everybody goes to sleep, right?
One goes to sleep. Geoff walks outside and sleeps on the pavement.
What for?
He's a hermit. He doesn't like beds. He's got his nice blankie and he hits the pavement to keep warm.
There you go. And cut. Good job, everybody.
Hold. Are we?
Are we done?
I'd be okay with cutting now, so that I have time
Same
before I
here.
have
It's
to go
only
to work.
45 minutes left before I have to go.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if we have an idea of what we're gonna do next.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good place to stop.
So we accomplished nothing in the session, but it was really, really fun.
I mean,
Yeah.
It's like
it's fun to just mess around sometimes.
I like how our sessions either accomplish nothing or accomplish
Everything, yeah.
There is no in between.
What is the gray area? It doesn't exist.
I'm just
We're
just
very
happy
radical D&D
that
group.
it accidentally turned into a game of Among Us.
Knocking myself out with a hammer was a good idea.
Shaking Amar when he has grievous wounds was not a
Bad
good
idea.
idea.
But how would
And he will remember
Shrinking
that.
him.
Kallow didn't know?
Good idea.
What do you mean? How?
He didn't see you fall off the clock tower.
He said he fell off of the times. Also, he's covered in blood. And wounds.
What?
It was dark in the room. Give him a break.
Regardless, Amar will remember that.
Mean.
Mean.
Backstabbing Kallow is mean.
I'm just a mini boy.
It was Kallow the whole time.
I bet it was. He didn't even know.
Head out. I don't have too much time before I have to go to work, so I'm gonna spend the free time.
All right.
Have fun at work.
Later, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, I won't be having fun at work. It is called work for a reason.
Yep. Bye. I will be
Bye.
leaving as well.
Bye.
There he goes.
Yep. See ya. Good session.
Yeah. Thanks. I'm happy you came in, Biscotti. That was fun.
Yeah. Never bland, is it?
Never.
Yeah, your chaotic energy is entertaining.
It's like a mini spellcaster duel there.
Yeah, it really was. Yeah, it really was.
Almost. It was just like passive attacks. It wasn't magic missiles. This frog, it might explode. You should
We
probably
just like passive aggressively tried to kill one another.
I don't like you, but you're cool. Okay.
Why do you look like me?
Cause I'm you. No, you're me. Stupid.
Blue's now forever going to live with doubt that he is himself.
Lou, what's up? How are you?
Wait, what?
What does that sentence even mean?
It means that he's worried that he's himself.
He's
That's
worried that
what
he
a person is.
Okie dokie.
I think my very presence just shattered Blue's like
I had a
mental.
list of things that I wanted Blue to do this session, and he did one, and then immediately lost the frog, so it is rendered completely useless.
Next time. Next time.
Yeah, we are just winding down the game Luthvarius, but today's session was pretty wacky. Just like, what's going on? How do I even explain what's going on in today's session?
I don't think you can.
Yeah.
No.
So we made it back to town after we convinced a fairy queen to let our village expand. And then when we got back to town, Biscotti's wild magic sorcerer transformed into the altered self spell into our wizard, and then ran through the town. And Book's character Amar tried chasing after him, and then they finally caught up to him. And Blue, which is Falcon's character, found a frog in a pond, and then threw the frog out in the pond at Geoff, who was Biscotti's character. And it was an exploding frog, and it exploded in this entire area. And then they had a wizard duel, and Blue's character blinded Geoff's character. Blue blinded Geoff. And then Blue casted Fog as a getaway and ran away. Kallow also got hit with the explosion because he was sneaking. Biscotti, Assistance Importer's character, was the only thing he wanted to do was sleep because this was all happening at 5 in the morning. And then Geoff casted Fly on himself and took Book's character Amar, and they flew up to the top of the clock tower and then got stuck up there. And then Kallow and Blue had a conversation, and it was revealed to Kallow that the person that Amar was supposed to assassinate in the last session, Amar didn't actually do it, and this was news. And then they went back to the inn and had a conversation about that. And then Amar fell off the clock tower onto guards that were looking for us because we basically caused a giant scene in the middle of the town that seemed like a terrorist attack. So the guards were on high alert. So Amar almost killed himself by falling up the tower. And then this blue guy over here, who's like the guard enforcer of the town, came out and flew up to the clock tower to get Geoff down from the clock tower. And then they all went back into the inn where everybody was sleeping. And then we found Snarl, which is Importer's character, the Half-Orc. He knocked himself out with a hammer to keep himself asleep because all the commotion was annoying him. And my character rolled a natural 1 on the medicine check, so he thought he killed him. He thought he was assassinated. and then immediately accused Geoff because he saw Geoff come into town and thought that he was the one who caused the explosion and blew up the whole town. So, by right, he was like, well, if he tried to explode some of his friends, he would kill him too. And he didn't see them come from the tower. And then we had this big Among Us thing where everyone was accusing everybody and shapeshifting into each other. It was just chaos. I don't even, yeah. I mean, am I missing stuff here, guys?
Well, that's about it. Yeah, no, that was about what happened.
It was just insane. Oh my gosh.